Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone, and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to episode 22 of Ahwa, Habibis. We are out here. And today, it's not just predictions. We're also going to talk a little bit about the footy, ladies and gentlemen, about the football games that happened tonight, because there is quite a few results to talk about. Manchester City are out of the Carabao Cup. Let's go. Liverpool won 3-1. Staffy called me, talked to me about foxes, and then suddenly all the foxes hid in the forest. So he can hold that. Man United, of course, draw at home to Newcastle after they beat Crystal Palace's C team, beat Brentford. So that's there's no way I'm lagging this badly. But anyway, that's our intro for today's video. Everyone watching us right now or on the replay, because I know a whole lot of you like to watch this on the replay. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to This is Football if you're ready to do so. Big up to David, who already knows the drill. Husam's quotes: the game is the game. Dunk on your head top. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, subscribe. Yes, sir. And happy 15th birthday, Tom Little. Actually goes in reverse now. It's his 15th birthday. So now we start going 16, 17, 18, 19, step by step. We start going years. So yeah, that's basically what's happening. So anyway, let me introduce the panelists before I go refresh my internet, because clearly it's a little bit lag. Big up to you, David Habibi. Thanks so much for the super chats. Let me introduce first the guy who took the L this week. His team lost to Sassuolo, but we out here, Habibis, regardless, because every bunch of Arabs needs a corrupt judge next to them. That's just how it works. So the mayor of corruption himself, man, like Judge Mo, is in the building. How are you doing, Mo, man?
I'm not good. I'm good. I'm not. I'm actually feeling terrible, sick to my stomach because of we lost the first game of the in the league, so we were 1-0 up. But I'm here. Doesn't matter.
It happens.
It does happen.
Joining us on the channel, of course, is new permanent member of Ahwa. As you guys know, when you see someone on the thumbnail, it means he made it. Today, he called his family around. He brought around to all the family. He made some Moroccan sweets. He invited everyone. He's like, guys, we made it on Ahwa. And he showed, his family the thumbnail, and he sees himself on it. So he's so happy. So, of course, joining us on the channel is man like Sad. How are you doing, Sad, man?
Come on, man. 3-point collectors. We back. Come on, man. After a loss. Hey, listen, big up to the panel. Big up to the channel. Hey, guys, as Sam says, like, subscribe. Let's get this at least to 100 likes. How many people we got in here right now, Hassan?
We already have 300 people in here. We haven't started yet.
I need to see at least 200 likes now. At least 200.
Hello.
Let's get it, man. Come on, guys. Come on, man. Let's get these likes up. Let's go, man. We're ready today.
Don't move like Arsenal in the North London derby. We need clinicalness. Big up to you,
You're
Sad.
a fraud, man. You're a fraud.
And finally, last but not least, the Lieutenant General of This is Football, the coffee cup of This is Football, the teapot of This is Football, the lion of This is Football, the fox who got eaten today of This is Football. Of course, how can we do a show without the Lieutenant General of This is Football? Man like Staffy. How you doing, Staffy, man?
Man, the animal control, they dealt with it, fortunately. I called them. I was like, there's foxes in my backyard. They killed all the foxes. I was hoping one or two, make it out, but they got rid of all the foxes. People who tell me, Staffy, why do you keep calling Hassam early when it's only 1-0? Wait to the end of the game. Well, I know at the end of the game, there won't be nothing to call him for. So I always call him the first half. I've got used to it at this point. 1-0, call Hassam, come back, and then we move on. So I'm taking any little wins that we have. Unfortunately, there is no Man City fan on Ahwa, as we all know. It would have been nice to do the A-listers today to cook Hamza. A lot of people ask, "Oh, is Hamza coming in Ahwa today, Staffy? Is Hamza coming on?" Unfortunately, Hamza is not a permanent member of Ahwa.
However, but Staffy did do a VAR check, ladies and gentlemen.
And these are the results. VAR check. Yes.
Yes. These are the results of the VAR.
Of momentum. Yes, there's some follow through. It's not the worst I've ever seen either. If you actually watch his boot, it just brushes the side of Nat Phillips's leg. I don't think that's a penalty.
Actually, we've had a couple of these in recent weeks, haven't we?
We have.
The Balbuena one,
Correct.
playing the ball, following through, no question there's a collision. He's been well advised here by Paul Tierney, and based on that advice, Anthony Taylor is reversing his decision. And Jurgen Klopp.
Interesting.
After the VAR check, we have found out that Somalians have 2 official languages, which one of them qualifies for Al Ahwa. So let's bring him on, man, like Hamza. Everyone do the VAR check.
Oh my god, can't believe it.
Do you even know a word in Arabic, or you're like sad?
Me?
He knows how to lose.
I'm so sorry, sad. I had to say that. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Manchester City. Yes, put me on a solo real quick if you can.
Crazy.
Can you put me on? Breaking news.
What?
Manchester City have lost in the EFL Cup to Newcastle 1-0 and officially have been eliminated.
Listen, shameless. Shameless people.
Hamza, today says
Why
there is
it's shameless? Newcastle played their B team. You played your B team. You lost the game. As simple as that.
Carabao Cup.
Hamza, since today there's a little bit of a culture exchange program, I will ask you, my brother, is Kawaran?
Huh?
You're embarrassing yourself, Hassan. I think you're embarrassing yourself.
I don't know what
I
that
think
meant,
you
but-
are.
He doesn't even speak Somali.
He doesn't even speak Somali. Nah.
No Somali, no Arabic.
Nah, Hussam, you should be better, bro. You should have asked him. You should have been like Hamza, فأنا فأنا
No, in
Isn't that,
Somali,
Hamza, do you speak any Arabic?
فأنا
Hamza, do you
Yeah.
speak Arabic or no?
How are you?
Hamza,
No, la.
See right here.
First
1
way.
second. See Somali flame in the
so
chat.
how do you, I'm sorry, how do you read Quran?
I can read Quran, yeah.
So you speak Arabic.
No, I can't speak Arabic.
Arab.
How do you have that? I'm not getting it.
ما في شيء عربية. شوي.
لا تعرف عربية. That's enough for me to consider that you know Arabic and you're staying on Al Ahwa today.
He
because
got
you
as
have
well
to
as
answer for your
Somali,
team.
so he can.
Listen, I was not gonna wait.
Arab bata high?
عرب باتها. Yeah, أنيقا.
He doesn't speak his own language, yo.
No, I speak Somali, man. Come on, واحد. ما حد يشيك.
Listen,
Oh my God.
I was not waiting to the A-listers because I know he's gonna go win on the weekend. So we're taking every little win that we can get. Today is the day we got this guy.
So let me just get to a couple of super chats before we just start with the show. Big up to Omar Rushdie, says, so many misses. Believe 3-1 scoreline is God's way. Wallahi, Omar, at this point, anytime we concede a goal, I won't even flinch. Like, maybe until we concede the second. How come nothing is funny to the corrupt judge? He smiled, which is a laugh for the rest of us.
What?
So, you know, both smiling
I'm
is like
always
a laugh.
laughing.
To be
We all
fair,
laugh.
he did.
Except you.
To be
What
fair,
the
Hamza,
fuck is that?
to be fair, Mu'min didn't look like he enjoyed it.
Which one? The VAR
Like
thing?
when we did the VAR, he
Well,
just had a straight face. He had a
But I
poker
wasn't
face.
even on the screen, so well.
No, I mean when it came
How
back.
do the people know that I was laughing or not? Maybe I was just
Don't
laughing.
make me make another VAR check. You can do
fumes
another
based on
VAR check
previous
and look at your
evidence.
face after that. So
صح?
I'm the VAR specialist here.
They assumed based on previous evidence.
Maybe because Stampy's jokes are all American, not Arab, so that's why.
No.
Oh
Don't do that,
my
'cause I
God,
laugh.
Maybe that's
Don't do
why.
that because I
The
laugh.
jokes are
Hold that.
so
Hold that.
American that I'm like,
Hold
yeah,
that.
this is kind of like I can
Guys, the
can
reason why
laugh
Mu'min's
more
upset,
if that was an
because Mu'min
American
doesn't have the
show.
best
You know what
ball.
I mean?
He doesn't have the
Like
best
if that
ball.
was an American
That's why he's
show, I
angry.
can like
That's why
what?
he's angry. Big up to Onano, says Hamza Miskeen. I'm so annoyed. He doesn't even understand his own language. I learned a couple of Somali phrases. You get me? Just to say it to Hamza. He doesn't even know how are you. I just said Eskawaran, which means how are you in Somali. He doesn't even know that. Sophia can vouch in the
Come
chat.
on.
Big up to you,
I'm
Onana.
multilingual. I understand completely.
No, you
Iskawaran.
don't. No, you
You
don't.
said Iskawaran.
Yes, Iskawaran. How are you, Habibi?
That sounds different to Iskawaran.
Ah,
Wallah,
wow.
it sounds the same to us. So.
There you are.
فرقت لي لولو من ابو اللو.
There you are. There you are. There you are.
I know that one.
فرقت لي لولو من ابو اللو.
So you don't even know how to say how are you in Somali, Hamza.
Iskawaran. سيداتها هاي.
It's Kawaran. It's Kawaran.
طيب.
وين في عنها هاي.
No, you're asking me, bro.
والله you're a دوقن يا اخي. Wake up يا حمزة يا اخي. Wake up.
لا. No
Big up
fuck.
to you, Onana, man. Staff is so bad at jokes and also easily triggered. Not a good combo. Hamza has a massive bad, by the way. He cannot say just Carabao Cup as City celebrated. City definitely do celebrate it. 100%.
Imagine
So
this. Imagine.
they can't now act like, oh my God, we don't care because they lost. And this is
Imagine
exactly why Staffy and Mu'min and Saad are here. They
Let me say
won't
something.
allow Hamza to act like he doesn't care. Big up to you, David.
Let me,
And big up
let
to
me say
Tia,
something.
who
Let me say
always
something. Wait.
and
Let
Hamza.
me say something. Go back to
Go on.
David. The intro for Saad a couple weeks ago when he was dancing when everyone would start crying about it, I made that intro. Today's intro, the VAR check, that was my idea. Imagine I have to go through all that to make a video for these people, just for someone like David to come at me and say, "Look, your stuff is so bad at jokes. Well, don't fucking watch me then." You fucking idiot. Wallah, Ahmar. Let's just move on, bro. Omar,
Big up
wallah.
big up to Tia who says Hamza's Brazilian at heart. We all know that. Well, of course, we all know the story. Born in the streets of Rio de Janeiro, and now he's here. You get me? Subhanallah.
Big up.
They speak
I didn't
Arabic in
realize,
Brazil. It's okay.
Brazilians speak Somali, but fair enough. Anyway, speaking of, shall we just go to Hamza so he can tell us his thoughts on today's game, so we can get the shamelessness out of the way? What are you saying, guys, or do you want him to go last?
Yeah, speak Hamza.
Go on,
You
Hamza.
have 1 minute, but you don't go on a monologue. You have 1 minute. You're lost. You get only 1 minute when you lose.
Everyone like it, subscribe, huh? Yalla.
Listen, to me, Carabao Cup is not an important cup. I've said it before, and I predicted before that we're gonna lose this game. To me, today, two things I did. I was gonna chuck away Carabao Cup and order this from Amazon. That's what I did. Yeah. To me, that it doesn't mean nothing. Carabao Cup, I'm getting 100,000 from winning it. To win something like Carabao Cup, I've won it 4 times. What's the difference between Carabao Cup and this cup? Nothing. There's bigger fish to fry. We know as a football club that Man City are a threat toward football. Currently.
Did you see Saad's face when he said bigger fish to
Right.
fry? His eyes
When I say
boggled.
about bigger fish to fry, we've got Champions League to play at, which Hassam's not playing at. Hassam's playing Europa League this year.
I've
So
won
you-
it 6
there's no
times. I can take a year
There's
off.
no chance you can win it this season. Yeah.
No problem.
I
I'm
can
on
win
6.
it this year. There's zero chance. There's zero chance you can
I'm
win
on
it this
6.
season. Yeah, you can win Europa League, but not Champions League this season. Fact.
Okay, well, what does Champions League and Europa have to do with you losing
Because
to
I had
Newcastle?
to do some. I'm sorry. I've won it so many times that it means nothing to me. I'm not like a Man United fan. I'm not like a Liverpool Arsenal. To Arsenal, trophy means everything. To me, it's what trophy. This today, we saw my Pep Guardiola play Ortega, Sergio Gomez. Ake wasn't fully fit, but he played. We played. Oscar Bob was a youngster. He played. Calvin Phillips played. We rested, man. So many players. And the thing is, you can see even the demeanor from the players. They didn't look bothered. They don't. It means nothing. What's the point of us going far and then we risk injuries for bigger fish to fry? Saad is not. We're gonna win the Champions League. There's no chance. Saad will not win it. Saad's panicking about playing Bournemouth on the weekend. He's already panicking. He's already 4 points behind. You're chasing me. So the problem is, you have to realize that this cup means nothing. It's going to be played in the middle of World Club Cup. And for me to complete football, I need to win that trophy. So to me, today I saw Pep. Pep wasn't bothered. We smoked them. We did smoke Newcastle. Let me not deny you this. We smoked Newcastle first half. We battered them. 72% possession. Overall, with 68% possession. We outclassed them with full of youngsters. If we wanted to kill them, we could have played a much stronger team than that. Even Doku, just start Doku and rest other players would have smoked them. But me, I'm not going to make excuses because I never wanted Carabao Cup. It doesn't mean anything to me. I've already won the domestic quadruple. And today to be smoked to Newcastle, they wanted it more. They took it so serious that they brought their first team lineup for half time. They brought Bruno Gomaresh, Anthony Gordon, Isaac was up front. I was thinking, these guys, they played Joe Linton there. They had everyone there. They brought Almiron. They and every time that they won, when they won that game, it was as if they won the Champions League final. They were so happy. And that's when I realized, wow, to me, Man City is not for everyone. But to me, I threw it away. Fair enough. We'll see. There's no point in you guys bragging him because I know most of you are not going to go far anyway. So just get excited because your time is coming as well.
Yeah, but to be objective,
Anyways.
you're lying because you
Anyways,
started
this is
Ake,
some-
who is a first teamer. You started Gavardio as a first teamer. You started Kovacic as the first teamer. You started Akanji as the first teamer. You started Alvarez and Jack Grealish the first teamer. While they started 18 years old in the midfield. Murphy, who hasn't sniffed the pitch. Joe Linton, who's injured. Matt Target, Dummett, and Lascelles, who won't even sniff the pitch in any relegation team. Livramento, who just came back from injury. If we're talking about the competition, Pep Guardiola said he doesn't care. But to lose that game with this Newcastle lineup, it's an indication of one thing, that you might have to play your first team every game if you go deep in all the competitions, especially the cup, which you care about because your manager cares about the 3 other competitions. He doesn't care about the Carabao Cup. But this tells you, and it should tell everybody, that this lineup, this second team of Man City might not be good enough to compete. Might not when it goes deep in the competition. You might have to play everybody. That's it. It's as simple as that. No banter, nothing. But that's the reality. Unless you think otherwise.
These guys. Now hold on, Hamza, because you spoke for too long. These guys, yeah. This guy came on here, yeah, chatting about we don't want to win it. This, that. They put out their first 11, yeah. So let me just name you the first 11 according to Hamza for Newcastle. So you got Nick Pope in goal, fair enough. First team player, yeah.
I'll count them with you, Sad. I'll count them with you.
You have Livramento, not a first teamer. You got Lascelles, not a first teamer. You got Dummett. This guy could be a farmer that lives in Norwich. I don't know. He's not a first teamer. Matt Target, not a first teamer. Miley, yeah. Miley Cyrus. Hannah Montana.
Hannah Montana.
You know,
I mean, Hamza, oh my god.
He took the wig off, and all of a sudden he ended up playing Man City.
And he ended up getting the best of both worlds today.
Yeah, exactly.
He's getting cooked on and off Ahwa.
The best of both worlds. They played Tonali in midfield, yeah? Okay, he's one. Hall.
That's two.
Hall.
Not a starter for sure.
From Chelsea. Hall.
Yeah.
Oh, the kid that they loaned out or whatever.
And then they played Jacob Murphy, Isaac, and Joe Linton. So you can add that to
Who isn't even a forward, John.
Okay, so Joe Linton played as a forward. He's a midfielder. Okay, so that's 4 first teamers.
Yeah. So
all right, now name me City then, because that's 4. How many?
Jack Grealish, Alvarez, Kovacic, Gvardio, Ake, Akanji. Those are the first teamers. So you played 6 of your first team players. They played 4 of theirs, and you're telling me that you didn't take this game serious. They took it serious.
Wait, Sad, I have a question. I have a question for you, because help me out here. I could swear it was Hamza that told me that Gavardio is the best young and upcoming defender in the world, better than Saliba.
No.
Then he lost to Miley Cyrus FC today. Is that what you're saying happened?
Staffy, this guy went to shameless levels on Spaces. You haven't even heard the full story, brother. I heard from Hamza's mouth, and I quote this. Hussam was on that space because it was his space. Football Wars. This is what Hamza told us. Gvardio is the baby Baresi. Baby Baresi. That's what he called Gvardio.
So baby Baresi lost to Hannah Montana.
Trust me. And Nathan Ake, Kanji, they got turned around, bro. Joe Linton had them doing circles. He had Rico Lewis hugging the net, the goal net. He didn't want to let go. He didn't want to go back out there. He didn't want to play Man City no more. He was like, he didn't want to play for Man City. He didn't want to play against Newcastle. He said, nah, I'm done, man. I feel like I need to get off. Ref, can you tell Pep Guardiola, I want to get off today. I don't want to play no more. You're shameless, Hamza. You come out here and you chat all of this madness, yeah, when your team wins. When your team loses, you'll tell us, I didn't want the competition anyway. I didn't want the cup anyway. Brother, you're telling us about your problems, and literally Hassan put it up. Do you know how much small violins I saw, bro? People just playing the small violin for you, the little one like that. It's crazy.
Okay, let me
No.
let me
Other
just-
than that, Sad. Other than that, when we won the Carabao Cup last season, he was like, "Look at the teams they faced. They faced this
Mhm.
team and that team and Southampton and I don't know." But then he ends up losing, and he leaves me no one. I mean, there is still good teams in the competition, but he ends up losing, and then eventually I'm gonna face someone who he doesn't rate, and then he's gonna complain. He's gonna be, "Look, whoever won, he played such and such." While you're losing in the third round against Newcastle, playing with Miley Cyrus in the midfield. Listen to this, Sad. His guy Alvarez, he keeps saying he's the reason he won the World Cup for his country. By the way, he said that couldn't score a goal against Livramento, Lascelles, Dummett. As Sad said, this guy could be a farmer in Norwich. I don't know who Dummett is.
Mhm.
And Target. I'll tell you who Target is. The only Target I know is the supermarket that I go to. I mean, Mo would tell you this is a supermarket here. I get my Starbucks coffee from there. Wallahi, I was there yesterday. I could show you the receipt. I got the Starbucks coffee and the Starbucks creamer. That's the only Target I know. Target that plays in the Premier League, whatever. I've never heard of this guy before. But apparently Jack Grealish and the guy he has who won the World Cup for his team couldn't score against Miley Cyrus and Target. I don't know what this is, to be honest. I just know if my team lost, Sat's team lost, or Sam's team lost, you'd be sitting here saying, "Look at these guys. You couldn't beat this team with their C team or whatever." He was making fun of us yesterday for beating Palace with their C team, B team, whatever he wants to say. But then he goes to play the C team for Newcastle. He's playing Miley Cyrus FC, and he couldn't beat them. And he's using most of his first teamers, while I'm using kids like Hannibal and Dan Gore and playing Harry Maguire. It's a joke. It's a joke. His deflection. Listen, people are sitting here saying you're deflecting. You're deflecting more than that own goal that Romero scored last weekend. They're saying you had a greater deflection than that, you know? But I feel like Hamza likes to sit here and pick and choose which trophies he wants to win. And then when he loses, "Oh, I never wanted the Community Shield." Loses the Carabao Cup. "Oh, I didn't want the Carabao Cup." But then if he wins the FA Cup, FA Cup is heritage. Did you see this? Football heritage. We won the FA Cup. That's what he's going to do, wallahi. We're on to you. We're on to you. This is why you're on today, Hamza. We couldn't wait. We couldn't wait for A-listers. People wanted to see this today. People asked me to cook you. And they were like, "Guys, you have to cook Hamza today. He's been deserving of cooking for a while." And listen, we're here to cook you. That's all.
Yeah.
You can deflect
Okay.
all you want.
Can I rebuttal?
Say you don't want the cup. You can rebuttal all you want, but don't deflect.
Okay, let me rebuttal first. Yeah, it's so shameful. Like, we know for a fact, yeah, everyone here knows, yeah, that what we've just done in that season we've just finished is an incredible season that no football team has ever done like that before, except probably Barcelona. The treble, the way we won it is amazing. We know for a fact, like this
Why?
season,
Why?
we've got
Stop
7.
waffling, bro. What?
No,
A lot of
but
other
no.
teams did triples as well. We did a
Yeah,
triple.
but we did, but the way
We did the
treble,
triple. We did the triple as well. We won the cup,
the
we
way
won the
we won.
Champions League, and we won the league. Just
But the
stop.
way we won the treble, is we dominated. We dominated the treble.
Breaking news, Hamza's waffling.
We won the treble in
I
a
don't
fashion.
get why you're talking about dominating.
No, but I'm just saying that we're probably one of the greatest treble ever. Like the way we won it, we trampled Real Madrid and Bayern like little boys. We came to Inter, we broke.
We knocked out Barcelona and
this
beat Bayern
season-
in the final. It's like just
Yeah, but
crazy.
but we've come to this season. Everyone's talking.
Sad,
Everyone's
play the
jealous
violin
and
with me.
seeing
Play the
Man
violin.
City. We've lost our best players. We've lost injuries already.
Sad,
At one
play the
point, we
violin.
had like 7 players out. So we've come to this game, a game like Carling Cup, that you want me to risk. Yeah, a cup that Wigan wins, a cup that Liverpool have done even a parade on this cup. Yeah, I'm sorry. Liverpool paraded this cup 2 years ago with the FA Cup. Yeah, in Liverpool Street. I don't do that. I'm sorry. We don't do that because Pep Guardiola has standards. Pep Guardiola, everyone knows when I mention that name, yeah, he's not linked. He is known to push for the Premier League and the Champions League. And the reason why is because now we're the big club in the world. We're the biggest in the world now. We're the best in the world. Like, when I say the biggest, meaning that I put fear. I sit down, I put fear. The best one will fear me. And so for me to go and retain those trophies, because if I retain the Premier League, I beat Fergie's record. It's finished. No more discussion, Ferguson. His heritage is done. He can never ever talk about it ever again, because he's done what Fergie's never done in his life. Yeah, despite him being here for 26 years. If I win the Champions League, I would have done what no English team has ever done. Ever. No one has ever won the Champions League 2 years in a row. It would dismantle the whole English heritage, football heritage. I'll be regarded as the greatest team ever. Barcelona will be trampled. Why should I risk that over little Carabao Cup? Why should I risk it over Livramento? Why should I risk it for my target? Why should I risk it for Lacazette?
Don't forget Miley Cyrus. Don't forget Miley Cyrus.
Who I know I can dunk on week in and week out. That I smoked them already, and I know I'll smoke them back in the thing. You can even see Newcastle fans were so happy. They couldn't believe it. It's like to beat Man City. It's a big achievement. It's big achievement. It's a massive achievement. So to me, you have to look at Man City and say, wow, yeah, we had to throw it away. The number of injuries more we had. Bernardo Silva's injured. Rodri suspended. Kevin De Bruyne is injured. Jack Grealish just came from injury. John Stones was injured. We had Bernardo injured. We had Pep Guardiola.
You need all these guys to be Miley Cyrus. Is that
And
what
we've
you
gone
need?
to this game. And we've gone to this game. And if I go far more, I have to play the World Cup.
No, but you would talk like this if Newcastle played their first team as well, Hamza. I'm being serious. They didn't.
Okay, first half.
I'm not talking about second half or not. At the end, in the second half as well. At the second half, you brought in Phil Foden, Jeremy Doku, and Matthias Nunez. So you did.
Our second half, the first half, I battered them so bad. It was literally.
You battered them. You had one shot on target. They did as well, Hamza. Like
Yeah,
having the ball position doesn't mean that you battered them. If you tell me that their goalkeeper came out with 5 saves in the first half, I would believe you. But I'm not shameless. I'm like this notion of we battered them because we have ball position. This is Man City. It's the same as Brighton. Brighton against Chelsea, they had the majority of the ball before they even go behind. That doesn't mean they battered Chelsea. At the end, Chelsea had the chances as well. That notion that you try to come up with is actually debunked already. Unless you show me chance after chance after chance when Nick Pope is struggling to save clearances off the line, you can have all the ball you want. So that's not the point.
Mo, you know this guy. No, hold on.
I'm trying to literally be. I am looking at it at the moment. Here you go, Hamza.
We're all looking at stats. Look. The stats tell me 7 shots for Newcastle, 10 for Manchester City. I got every stats. They go inside. They give you every single stat. Yeah, they go into detail. They gave me 7 shots for Newcastle, 10 shots for Manchester City. Yeah, 3 shots off target for Manchester City, 1 shot off target for Newcastle, 4 shots on target for for Newcastle, 2 shots on target for Manchester City. Yeah, you lot had 5 block shots to their 2. Yeah, and this is the crazy one. Shots inside the box. You had 4 shots inside the box. Newcastle had 5. Shots from outside the box, 2 from Newcastle. Guess how much from Man City? 6. You know when a team can't get close to the box. So you say, just fuck it, just shoot from outside the box. Just try it. Basic.
I want to get to the bottom of this.
Fraud.
You're telling Hamza, is your second team good enough to make you compete in all fronts?
He misses Mahrez. He misses Gundogan. He misses.
I am really being. I'm trying to talk. I know we're here. Like people wanna banter you and stuff. But I really want to be a little bit objective.
No, it's not banter.
He needed Mahrez last year to score a hat trick.
I want him to answer this because I want a receipt from him to tell me if his second team are the subs good enough to take you far in all competitions. All you'll have to rely on everyone from your starting 11 or the 13 players to take you in all competitions.
Yeah, thank you. That's a good question. This is what I've said more before. We don't have a big squad. We have a very, very small squad.
God.
I've always
Yeah,
you're right.
Oh my
You're right, Mo.
God.
Mo.
God.
My second team is
God.
not good enough, and we need to make signings because we rely with this. We're the only team that has 15 to 16 players of solid, or 15 players of solid players. The rest are just youngsters. But because they play for Manchester City, they're high status. They're stars. Cole Palmer is seen as a football stars. If I show my youngsters Oscar Bob, now he probably will go for 45 million. When I put Cole Palmer on the market and Hussam put Fabinho on the market, no one was interested in the Premier League of Fabinho. He went for Saudi Arabia for 30 million. Henderson went for 7 million. When my players like Mahrez at 33 is going for 30 million, yeah? When Cole Palmer's going for 45 million, yeah? You're looking at players like my player. They're football stars. If you, it's the fact that Man City now is like everyone looks after them. They drool over City. They drool over City. So my team is not good enough. Second team. I need bigger squad. We need to sign a midfielder. We need to sign another player. We need at least 2 players there. I need to have the squad of Arsenal have. I need to have the squad
What? What
No,
did you just
hold
say?
on.
What
This
was the
guy,
what? Oh,
Mo, you know how shameless this guy is? I just pulled up the stats. I swear to God, I'm killing this guy today. I'm a statistician. Yeah?
So why didn't you look at
I'm
the
living
pass,
off the
number of
statistics, yeah?
passes?
This is the
Because you
squad of
don't win by
Manchester City.
passing. You win
This
by
is
scoring.
this is the squad of Manchester City right now, yeah. Edison, Ortega. I'm not even gonna count these guys, yeah. I'm not even gonna count these other freaking Scott Carson, yeah. Edison, Ortega, yeah. Ruben Diaz, Gvardio, Ake, Stones, Akanji, Sergio Gomez, Rico Lewis, Kyle Walker. That's just the defense. I've named like 7, 8 players there. Just defense. You go into the midfield, it gets even worse. You got Rodri, Calvin Phillips, Nunez, Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne. That's the midfield. And then the attackers, you have Jack Grealish, Doku, Erling Haaland, Julian Alvarez. Brother, and the funny thing is, he wants to sit here and bullshit you guys by telling you guys we have injuries, we're dying out here.
No, and listen to this.
The only people who have one sec, Staffy. The only people who have injuries for his main team are Kevin De Bruyne and John Stones right now. The only players, 2.
And you know what's funny, Sad? This is Hamza's tweet, by the way. Look, it says Hamza's name up there.
Don't play it.
the video. Don't show the video.
No, I'm not
Show the
gonna
video.
play it. I'm not. I'm just
playing
gonna
by
read
itself.
it.
It's playing by itself.
I'm just showing that it's Hamza. It was blurry, anyways. This is what Hamza says, okay? Oscar Bob, wow. And he sends the emoji with the boggly eyes. Forget this Jimmy Bullard merchant like Garnacho. Now, if I read this tweet to you, which one do you think scored and qualified for his team, and which one didn't? Just take a random guess. Who do you think scored? Oscar Bob or Garnacho?
Garnacho.
From the way he's talking, you would think it's Oscar Bob.
And you know what it is?
You would
Let
think
me
it's
just
Oscar
say
Bob, right?
one thing.
Thank you.
Let me just say one thing on this whole situation quickly. Here's the thing. Before we move on from Man City, I'll be honest with you. Hamza plays his cards very carefully. And I'll tell you what happened pre-game. Because this guy, he may look like a nice guy, but he's very cunning when it comes to football conversations. That's why he's smiling right now. He knows he's sly, like the foxes I slayed today. The reason why he's sly is he saw the report earlier on today that said that if Man City are going to go to the Club World Cup, they're going to be heavily rested because it's going to be a day before. So now he's coming out with the whole, I don't care about the whole Carabao Cup thing. When I first met Hamza, his first words were, I don't make excuses. I'm a City fan. I want to win everything. And the reality is, you haven't won it. Today, Newcastle, they took their chances. You couldn't score. That's not our fault. But sit up here and act like Paul Dummett and Miley Cyrus are starters for Newcastle is crazy. Second of all, you doing the underdog story, you know, since you're on Ahwa, there's an Arabic saying, عندما تتحدث العاهرة عن الشرف. It's a saying, you know, so it's like when a prostitute talks to you about honor. But how can you talk to me about honor? You know, when I can buy your honor for $50. So it just doesn't work. So you come out here and you tell me, oh my God, we are the biggest club in the world. I sat on the table with Real Madrid. And then you come up here and you make excuses. That's not how life works. Anyway, let me read super chats before we just move on.
Hamza
to
lost
the
to this.
left.
He lost a supermarket. He lost a Target. Wallah, that's the only Target I know. I go,
Facts.
wallahi, every week I go to get my coffee from there. Hamza, this is what you lost to. You lost to
Hold
my
that.
coffee provider.
Why is Mo Jenda on top row? He lost. Maybe Gavi would have helped him draw. Also, Hamza, your football heritage. Don't let these losers bully you. Hey, he bullied himself with some of his mistakes. Here we changed
I
it for
belong
you.
up here. Yes.
We put Mo Jenda on bottom row because he lost. So 3-point collectors only. Sassuolo. Big up to you, Waves. Big up Super Spurs. It says, Wallahi, Hamza is butchering the Somali fish and chips. He doesn't know. All I said was iskawaran, which is the most obvious word. How are you, Yakh? That's all I said, Yakh.
Is that Super Spurs from your spaces? Or is that someone else?
No, that's Supreme Spurs, different
Oh,
guy.
Supreme.
Big up to Muhammad. Says City go on second half runs after winning the cup. They do. The Carabao Cup has been something that helps them out. Big up to BIG. Says Staffy, we need you to run back that Tottenham versus Arsenal panel.
I have a better panel coming up.
Shall I tell them or is it a surprise?
No, I'll tell them. I'm actually running a Liverpool Spurs panel on the channel, and guess who the Liverpool panelist is? Maybe the guy on this channel. Might be a surprise. I'm not sure, but maybe. Stay tuned.
Alhamdulillah. Big up to you, man. Big up to David who says stuff is easily triggered. I was joking. Big up to you, by the way. I'm subscribed to you and look forward to your watch alongs when United are losing. حرام عليك يا أخي حكمت على الشخص بسرعة يا أخي. See how nice he is? Big up David, man.
No, but he's easily triggered. Staffy. Anything you say about Staffy, he gets triggered.
Moment will support any super chatter against Staffy, man. Big up.
Yo,
big
Wave,
up
send more super chats about Mo, and I'll support you.
I don't get triggered.
Big up,
What
big up.
you today?
Big up to Mike Das who says
Because I lost, I have no energy, bro.
Downward sexual, Sobo sexual win next to, and we are coming. I agree. If we beat Brighton away, Spurs away, then I'll be talking completely differently. For now, I am humble. Also, this week, I realized so many beautiful women support Spurs, so I just calmed it down. Hamza wearing Newcastle 1920 third kit. Hamza, are you wearing Newcastle's third kit? Wow, Hamza. Wow. Wow, Hamza. Unbelievable.
Did you see his posted that he loves Geordies and whatever? I'm sure Geordies love you more now.
Hamza looking like a cooked sausage. Big up to you, Ed. Jay says when City face Premier level team early, they lose. They do lose. They lost to Southampton as well last season. It's much more difficult when you can't corruptly pay for Port Vale. Big up to you, Jay. Big up to Tony says, get Hamza some syrup for this generational waffle. I can't lie, some syrup from Target will be perfect. Big up to A Fresh TV who says, Rodri FC, wallahi, he gets injured. They are finished. I'm going to say this right now. I'll say this to Saad's face. I said it to Troops. I'll say it to every single Arsenal fan I know. If they do not beat them at the Emirates without Rodri, liquidate your club. Simple as. History teacher, we won Champions League back-to-back. We won Champions League back-to-back. We won League back-to-back. We won everything back-to-back better. Never take Hamza seriously. Omar says small squad with quality depth is better than big squad with big squad poor take. True. But at the same time, City have both. It's big and it's quality. Big up to David.
Hey yo, that was wild.
Hamza,
you gotta pause that, bro.
That was a pause.
You gotta pause that. You gotta pause that right away,
bro. You have to say
Why do I have
pause.
to pause?
You said
what?
it's big and quality. You gotta pause right away.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Hey yo,
I still don't get it, but fair enough. Big up to you, David.
Sophia, send the Ayo in the chat. She's been doing that a lot. I taught her the New York slang nowadays. So Ayo that.
Who's been sending Ayo?
No, I'm saying Sophia. We've been teaching her that New York slang. So she gotta
Sophia.
send that Ayo.
Sophia can hold that respectfully. Akhi Hussam, that's why we call Hamza Sun Tzu. Hamza is the modern day Eddie Guerrero, aka Latino Heat. He lies, he cheats, he steals 100%. That his aim is to just win in any way possible. Fraud, wallahi, massive fraud. Big up to you, Zlatan. Thanks so much for the super chat. That's what Hamza gets for speaking on my name, Birdman voice. Hey, there's no need for Birdman voice. I mean, this is this football, habibi.
Yes, sir. I want to start this shit off straight, telling all three of y'all stop playing with my name.
Let's go on there. Let's go.
Stop playing with my fucking name.
Let's go. Let's do it on camera.
That's legendary, bro. That interview is legendary.
Send in a super chat and we're ready, habibi. Hamza, are you here or not, akhi?
He's looking for them in the farms.
Yeah, he's looking for them.
from.
Anyway, big up to everyone who sent in a super chat. There's 800 people watching us, even at this time of the night. Love, habibis. Make sure you're all liking the video. Make sure you're all subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single person watching us right now, please like, subscribe. Subscribe to Staffy TV. Subscribe to Footy Judge Mo. Subscribe to this bozo, Saad, Football Corner, ya akhi. It cannot be more obvious name than this. صح ولا لا? Tell them يا أخي. يا أخي, tell them يا أخي. Subscribe to all the channels and Hamza
subscribe to
Football,
the
of course. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Is he on a space? 1 second. Let's catch him out. Is he
Wallah,
actually
if
on
he's on a
space?
space. This guy, man. Wallah, he's so shameless.
No, he isn't on a space.
Who said that then? Whoever said that should. Whoever
Why are you
said,
lying,
said that
dog?
should serve a ban. I don't know who said that. Someone deserves
Who
a
said
ban.
it? Who said in a space? Blues Empire.
Blue,
I'm
Blues
honest with you.
Empire. Slap the shit out of him
Use the
right now.
timeout. 5-minute timeout right there. Because you lying, dog. Anyway, so the 3 remaining games, we'll just kind of just quickly address them before we get to the predictions. Arsenal beat Brentford by a goal to nil. You know, the London Divock Origi scored. For us, 3-1. We humiliated Leicester. Anyone who watched that game will tell you it was domination. And Man United beat Palace 3-0. And ladies and gentlemen, I want everyone in the comment section to spam the clapping emojis. Chelsea beat Brighton by 1 goal to nil.
You guys want a live?
on top of
Chelsea
that,
are going to have a goal of the month contender.
Hey.
September 27th. First time in the whole month, there were Chelsea fans who said, goal for the first time.
On top of that, it was Nicholas Jackson who scored, bro. That's the funniest thing, bro.
Oh my God.
Okay, no, man.
So what
Guys
are you
are
guys
shit.
telling me? Let's add start. Give us an overall on the games.
So start off with the Arsenal game. Listen, we dominated the game. It was domination from start to finish. They did have some chances, but those were made from our own mistakes. Ramsdale didn't necessarily have the best of games in my eyes. He made one good save, I think, but even at one point I saw this guy on his knees, bro. Pause. It was crazy. But
See, this is how
also-
you pause.
also-
This is how you pause. Good job.
Also, Jorginho had an amazing game, but he also had one time where he nearly lost it in our box and nearly gave the ball away, and it all went tits up. Havertz, I lost it with that guy. Tits up, it means it was fucked up.
I said pause. Anyway, carry on.
Don't pause about tits. How would you pause tits?
I some way around.
Well, I just got
Anyway.
not get it.
He's jokes. Anyway, yeah, Havertz, I lost it with him on the channel midway through the watch along. I started calling him a donkey. So I looked like Hassan, you know. I was like donkey. I'm still not Havertz, get out of my club, because I said I'd give him 15 games. I allowed him 15 games. I'll give you 15 games. But Reece Nelson had the game of his life. The game of his life. He was everywhere. He was defending. He was attacking, helping with possession, progressing the ball. I know everybody in the chat loves that. Progressing the ball. He was doing everything. And Smith Rowe finally got a start, but overall, yeah, it was a comfortable performance, to be honest, from the lads, man. I can't ask for more.
Comfortable. I don't get it. Are you watching the same game or something?
What were you watching? What were you watching?
I had the game on. Every time I'm turning their head, they're hitting a post. Your goalkeeper Ramsdale is scrambling over the line.
They hit the post.
Once.
They hit the post
Wallah.
once. Don't tell.
So they had 18 shots. Okay, so hold on. So to get you're the stats guy, right? They had 18 shots, 4 on target, 7 blocked. You blocked 7 shots. Okay, Arsenal. You want to tell me that they didn't have chances and a draw is not a fair result in this game? I'm not saying Arsenal. You took your chances. Your B team, they played their first team. You took your chances. You won the game fair and square. But to be honest with you, to come here and tell me you dominated the game, you're doing a Hamza. You're doing a Hamza.
Wow, that's an insult.
Hold on.
Don't have
Mo,
it.
because
Don't have
the same way you're saying that they took all these shots and
He's
we
calling
blocked
you a
them, yeah. I sit there and I tell you right now that it was good defending.
But the goal you scored was from a mistake or not?
Sometimes when you score,
was it from a mistake or not? The goal you scored.
Of course, it was from a mistake.
But
Meanwhile, when we make a mistake, they can't capitalize. When they make a mistake, I capitalized.
I think they were unlucky.
No, because
they weren't unlucky.
A lot of the shots. You're sitting there telling me, look how many shots they had, bro. Do you know how many of those shots were Jensen himself? Jan Velt, or whatever his name is, he shot 3 times from outside the box. Rosed, Paul in the crowds got hit in the head by the ball. So please don't tell me about look how many shots they had. I watched the game, Yahi. If it was an even game, I'll tell you they had a span Well,
Wallahi, it was an even
had
game.
like
Every
10.
time I was
They had
watching
10
the second
10
half, you
15
were
minutes.
under the freaking hammer, bro.
No. We were
That's
we
fair enough
were
because you
attacking. We were
actually
playing
had
around the.
you had Rakish on the pitch, the Jorginhos, the Havertz. These are Rakish, like these are terrible. Like, and Timiyasu is all right. Like, come on, you don't tell me that you dominated the.
Tomiyasu had a good
Timiyasu
game.
was a warrior, yes.
He had a
Come
good
on,
game.
these people won't survive. Like, come on.
No. Listen, the thing is, we may need some experienced players in the team. Of course, we need some first team players. But at the end of the day, this is the time to get the kids out, bro, and give them a chance. Obviously, not too many kids. We still want to win the game. I still want to win the game. I'm not gonna sit here like a certain somebody and say I didn't want to win the trophy. Yeah, I want to win it. So I'm gonna sit there and maybe we put some kids. Maybe we put in.
But I like Smith Rowe. I like that he played. I like that Reece Nelson played very well. Kivior wasn't bad. Eddie Nketiah, bro, should sell the guy, bro.
Listen,
when Palace offered 30 M's for that guy,
bro, I'm sorry. If any Arsenal fan tell me, Hassam, that this Eddie Nketiah guy is good for them, no.
I can't lie to you. I'll tell you something more. Low key, بس low key شوي يعني شوي
Look in the chat.
He did hold it down when the players got injured. Also,
that's last year a little bit. Yeah. But that's like the span.
Remember, it was the winner against Man United. Also,
yeah, but you know the danger of that, Hassam, is that they
Saad, you came on my space
started
saying your defense is in trouble.
But Hassam, there's a difference between me being shameless and coming on and trolling, and then no. But there's a difference between me being shameless. Of course, if the guy scores for me, I'm still gonna celebrate, bros. After me talking shit about Havertz, you think if he doesn't score against Bournemouth, I'm gonna sit here and not celebrate? Of course I'll celebrate, but the realistic thing that we're trying to talk about and what Mo's saying is that last season, he as a striker, the amount of games that he played, he scored 4 goals. 4 goals in the Premier League. That's shocking. The numbers are shocking.
But he didn't. He played. He had like the span that is he was okay. Like I would have rather you took the 30 million and go get someone else. That's in my opinion. I don't know who, but I think that you would have gotten someone else.
Bro, if we use the Havertz money, you could get a proper striker, man. You could have brought a proper striker to the club. Or if you sell Nketiah and you take the Havertz money, you buy a proper striker for 80 million, 90 million. Simple, man.
Lewis, what going for you, bro? Man said we won again.
Lewis is in the mud, bro. Lewis is in the mud, bro.
I did a VAR check, Lewis. Ethiopians don't speak Arabic. I'm sorry. We would have had you on. Only Hamza passed the VAR test. If you had a little bit of Arabic in you, you would have been here.
Hamza has disappeared. Wallahi, if this guy is on a space. Hamza, let me go and look at you right now and just see if he's on. If this guy is on a space, I will roast him. Wallahi, he's not a space. He's not on a space. Fair enough. Maybe he's just busy in it. You get me, blood. It is what it is. So, Mo, what do you make of the overall conversations? And then we go to Staffy, and then we go
about Arsenal. It's good that they won with the.
لا مش بس Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool. Like overall.
Like Chelsea won the game, but I didn't learn anything about Chelsea. I had the game on my 4th screen, so and I didn't learn anything about Chelsea. But I was a little bit focused on their game because I wanted to see what happened. But they held their place, like they conceded chances and everything. But I think Cole Palmer played well. I think even Jackson was not great, but he put the ball in the back of the net twice, which is a positive. I think they can only take this win and run, in my opinion. For Liverpool, I didn't even watch the game. I just watched the highlights before the stream. And because I knew it's gonna be 3-1. Like I knew that they're gonna go behind.
By the way, that's 4 results.
But Mo, did you see the goal from Szoboszlai?
3-1 Leicester, 3-1 Wolves, 3-1 Lask, 3-1 Bournemouth, 3-1 West Ham.
Bro, that goal was world class. That goal, it's not even like you can say it's a lucky goal because he did it. What was the game where he scored with his left foot as well? A cross goal. Was it against
Bournemouth?
Who was it against? Bournemouth. Bro, this guy Szoboszlai, bro. I'm so fucking jealous, bro. Wallahi, I'm so jealous, bro.
Very
You know,
good.
I'd love to have
Also,
him, man.
that assist from Gravenberch, what an assist to Gakpo.
Thank
What an assist to be. And people did it like this is a cheeky pass between the lines. People in the chat, you guys want to talk about Inter? Send a super chat, and I promise you, I will give Inter.
لا 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 لا
Send a
لا
good
لا
super
لا
chat.
لا الله يخليك. Listen, I'm saying it right now. Even if you send super chats, we're not here to do Serie A. Wallahi, we don't want to do Serie
No,
A.
because people just
But I don't want more. As much as we want to cook more, I'll tell you when we will cook more. Because usually Thursdays are supposed to be Ahwa. I bottled it. I hold my hand up. I made a mistake. I'm sorry, audience. If they lose in the Champions League, that's when we'll talk, inshallah. But I'm not gonna sit up here and cook them for losing to Sassuolo.
I know one thing. I'm not gonna lose against you in the Champions League. I know that for sure. Because I know that for sure. I know that for sure.
I'm not in it.
Yes.
I don't know why staff is doing this. Inter would beat you in the Champions League. Speaking of,
He
Palace-
shot at you. He's not shooting at me. The bullet didn't go straight. Just take the bullet.
Palace-
خلاص مو شهيد. Leave me
يا
alone.
زلمة, I'm gonna give you credit. Palace 3-0. 3 game space. Staffy was like, we look better than without Bruno and Rashford, and that's what happened in game. So what are you saying, brother?
No, I wasn't in a space saying we look better without Bruno and Rashford. I said I'd rather build a spine that's not consistent of Bruno and Rashford. That was just my opinion. I think you can build around better players. But that was before the game anyways. Anyways, the debate has been Bruno and Rashford. Do they make it worse or do they make us better? I don't even know that. So I'll probably have one of these shows on my channel to talk about it. But we're here to talk about the game. And listen, it's been rare that I sit here with back-to-back wins. It's my first time sitting here with a back-to-back win in the league. Sorry, not in the league, in the season in general. You know, I'm gonna be very honest. I just sat here and owned it up after Burnley. I said it was more about the 3 points. I don't care about the performance. I don't expect the performance when Hannibal and McTominay are your two main midfielders, you know, playing next to Casemiro and Bruno. That's just not a midfield that I expect to do anything. Playing Johnny Evans and Lindelof, I think it was, in center back. But I told people, I was like, listen, but before we judge, because I don't know if it's going to work or not, I said, don't take anything that I take as an indication that Ten Hag will succeed at Man United. But I said, let's wait just a little bit to see a little bit of what he signed. And once he starts throwing a couple players in and he gets a little bit more healthy with his players, we'll talk about it. And what a difference 3 days can make. Because Saad made his debut for Manchester United, aka Sofiane Amrabat.
He's actually so good, bro. Oh my god,
bro. The guy, listen, the guy looked. I'm not even gonna say, Hamza. You understand how it is to have a good DM, Rodri, passing the ball back and forth, making like almost 100 passes per game, stuff like that. 90+% success rate with your passes. That's what that guy gave me for 61 minutes. Mind you, he just came back from injury. They asked him after the game. They were like, "Are you even fit yet?" And he was like, "No, I'm just slowly getting back to my best." Sad. What do you want to say?
No. Sorry,
my monologue.
It's just, bro. The thing is with Amrabat as well, yeah, bro. I said this in Sophia's stream that I done, yeah. He is perfect for that inverted midfielder going into the midfield and covering the right back or left back position, bro. He's got the legs.
That's what the manager said.
He's got the legs, bro. He's so strong when it comes to freaking running. He'll run for days. For you, he'll run.
He has that
days.
North African stamina. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. He'll run for days, bro. He's perfect for that, bro. That's
100%. No, and you're right.
You know,
100% on that. One second, Hamza. Let me finish my monologue because I rarely get to do this. You know, I always sit here and I have negative monologues. So let me go on my positive monologue. You know, we played with the midfield of Casemiro, what's his name, Hannibal, and Mount. We had, as we said, Sofiane Amrabat inverting from the fullback position. I sat here after preseason when we played Arsenal, and I was trying to explain to Mo how we're going to try to invert one of our fullbacks into the midfield. He seemed a little bit confused. I hope yesterday he understands what I was talking about, you know, because I've seen this in preseason, but it was with Kobe Mano because we didn't have Amrabat at the time. Now we signed Amrabat and we did the same thing. We inverted a midfielder from the fullback position into the midfield, and it made a huge difference. Now when you see Casemiro not having to progress the ball, he's not your main ball progressor. He can kind of share that a little bit with Amrabat, but it wasn't his main job. And the guy had a goal and assist. Every time he went forward, he had coverage behind him. And that's the main thing that I've been wanting in this midfield. I wanted Casemiro to play with someone else people get offended when I say this, but I wanted someone to hold his hand because he doesn't do that job very well. He likes to get advanced. He likes to play in high positions in the pitch, and he's not bad at it. I'm not gonna lie. The guy has 4 goals for us so far. He scored 7 goals for us last season with 7 assists. He actually does get his GA. So if that's where he wants to be, I think he's our main threat from set pieces. So if he wants to go and play up the pitch, that's fine. But we need to have a structure behind him. And yesterday we did that. Oh, he was on a space. Wallah, you're a fraud, Hamza. But listen, yesterday just showed me a little bit of what I've been talking about. I just wanted to see a little bit more of the players that the manager wanted. He finally got Amrabat back from injury since signing him.
I'm here, Wallah.
He finally got Mount back from injury. Varane was injured, then he's back. What's his name? Martial got some minutes in his legs, which is good. Garnacho got some minutes in his leg because he hasn't been playing. It was good. We did full rotation to the team. We rested Bruno. We rested Rashford. We rested Martinez again because of his injury. Onana got to play with. It was so refreshing to see Onana pick up the ball and he's finding a DM who's dropping for him. He's like, "Hey, pass me the ball," because he hasn't been getting that. He's had Scott McTominay hiding behind the midfielders, not trying to find a pass for him. So it was very refreshing to see a real number 6 playing in that midfield and to just see a little bit of what this manager's trying to do. You know, so for people who've always been asking questions, this answers a little bit of the questions of what I think the manager been wanting to do all along. Will it work on overall this season? I'm not saying it's guaranteed to work because we still now have to see it when Bruno plays in the midfield and he plays a little bit different than what Hannibal gave us yesterday. Rashford, same thing. So there's a lot still to integrate in this team and to see everyone mesh together. So everyone who's been asking for a style of play, this is kind of the answer. Will it work? We'll have to wait and see. It depends on the players, and it depends if the manager can get some of these players to play together.
So, Hamza, what do you want to say before we let you go and do our predictions? Because, you know, I know you're busy. You want to be on
the reason why I
Facebook.
left here, I have
So,
listen one
tell
second.
us.
You want to target. You want to target.
You see, you guys were smoking me. Don't think I ran away, yeah? I got a camera there that keeps saying there's a burglar alarm that keep going off. So I was scared. I put my camera on the phone, looking for whether there's a burglar. I thought, forget this shit, man. I'm off. Good luck, man. You ain't
So
finding
who
me
was
this
robbing
house.
you?
I was gonna leave my family and leg it straight
So who
away.
was
man.
robbing you?
I'm not
So
here to
Hamza's
fight
excuse that
burglars,
he was
man.
getting robbed, guys. He
Then
got robbed
then I
live
saw
on the
it was a
Ahwa.
spider crawling on the camera. That's what it kept calling. Whatever. Oh God, so annoying.
How are you lying this much when you're just on Tobes' face? How?
No, top space. I just logged on. I just went there to smoke afterwards, Chelsea. But listen, I didn't talk him in. Listen, Amrabat, yeah. This Amrabat, this guy, listen, I've said it before, yeah. There's a reason, yeah. If this Amrabat is so special, first he went on loan to Man United. On loan, yeah. Me, I don't get sold out on World Cup hype. I've seen so many players. James Rodriguez, player of the year in the World Cup, amazing, la. Went to clubs, flopped. I've seen Miroslav closer, top scorer, goes to Lazio, flopped. I've seen World Cup hype here so much. Unahi, where's Unahi? Unahi's not a top club. Amrabat, the way Man United fans are making out to be, I want to see whether they will finish top 2. I want to see, because they keep saying, oh, Amrabat is that special guy, la. Yeah, he would walk into City's midfield. He's that extraordinary player. I'm asking myself, okay, I don't watch Amrabat, but why is Real Madrid not knocking? Why is Bayern Munich not wanting him? Why is the likes of Liverpool not? No, Liverpool, if Liverpool go with
He said no to Liverpool.
One second. We know
Let's
Liverpool
mention that.
for Caicedo, yeah, and
He said
everyone.
bum Liverpool.
Listen,
My
even
dream has
Sam's
always been to play for the big
listen,
team, Man United. He doesn't
Some
want to go to
also
the
criticize
club.
Liverpool that they never go for the top target. Never go for top players, yeah. And we know what Klopp likes taking players from nowhere to somewhere, which I rate Klopp. I respect Klopp for that. But Amrabat, Real Madrid didn't want him. Bayern didn't want him. Barcelona Bayern wanted a midfielder. They went for Palhinha, not Amrabat. But Barcelona wanted a midfielder. They decided to sell Frank Kessie. Never got Amrabat. Man City needed a midfielder. Never considered Amrabat. The only team that considered Amrabat was Man United and apparently Napoli. Forget Napoli. Anyone can play for
So
Napoli.
Liverpool now has just been ignored.
Anyone can play for Napoli. Dombele
So why
left
did Klopp
Spurs.
call him? Why did Klopp call him and say, Amrabat, I want you to join? Why
But
did
Klopp
Klopp call
calls
him?
any player. We know Klopp has called any.
Oh, so he just calls any player.
Klopp has gone for players like Klopp never goes for high players. not top quality, but he improves them. One thing I can never cuss Klopp because he will take a
Leave
nobody.
Serene alone before I slap the shit out of you, Onana.
Yeah, Hussam,
Carry
he'll
on.
take a nobody and make them special. That's what I will
See what
never
happens
ever
here,
trust
Sad.
Klopp.
Sad,
But-
see,
but
this is what
Amrabat-
happens here, Sad. Let me tell you what happens here, Sad. When we don't get a player and he goes to Liverpool, it's because this bold fraud, no one wants to play for this bold fraud. But when Klopp calls someone and says, no, listen, I want to go to Man United, it's, you know what? You know, Klopp just calls anyone. You know, there's nothing special about Klopp calling you.
Hussam, did Klopp really want it?
The narrative changes. So Fabrizio Romano was lying when he came out and he said that he was hours away from joining Liverpool and he spoke to Klopp.
So
I'm just saying,
was
man.
Liverpool really interested in Amrabat and he rejected it. He was put on hold. Apparently, Staffy, Klopp was waiting on the phone on hold, waiting for Amrabat.
Even
That's what
Hassem's
Staffy
not
told me,
talking because
Sophia's
he's
channel.
embarrassed. I'm
So
just
what's your
saying.
point,
listen,
Hamza?
by the way,
Hamza, what's your
the
point?
Amrabat
Hamza,
thing,
sorry,
that's
sorry,
not
Osama.
embarrassing at
What's your
all.
point, Hamza? What's your point?
Fabrizio said we didn't
No,
make
because-
an advance.
Because they make it as if, the
What's your
problem with
point? Yeah.
United, the problem with United more, yeah, they win one game and it's, oh my, they're hypocrites. These guys, they've been losing games, they've been bad, they've been so poor. Crystal Palace second team, oh my God. It was the
Should I tell you
second
the
team that
Newcastle
played
team
Crystal
again?
Palace.
Should I tell you the
Crystal
Newcastle
Palace
team again?
second team. Yeah, you played.
So you
have
don't
no
think? So
shame.
you don't think
You
Man
come
United are
here,
back or
you've
anything, or
lectured
Amrabat is
people
going to
who
add
are
to the
waiting
squad
here.
or anything?
Listen, more people are waiting here, 300-400 people waiting here at midnight, not sleeping. He's just lectured them for being Crystal Palace second team of how they've improved and changed. That's the
How
biggest
about you
BS.
lecture them about beating Newcastle? You couldn't.
No,
because you
Newcastle we
won.
lost. Fair enough. But
Khalas.
you,
No. Let's talk
I
about
will hold
Man
you
United. I want to
to this,
understand,
yeah?
Hamza. You
I'm
don't think
watching
Man
Amrabat.
United?
Now, wallahi, I'm watching Amrabat.
Hamza, you don't think
Amrabat-
Man United? You don't think Man United are back? You don't think Amrabat can elevate them? You don't think the manager can fix it? You don't think all of this? This is
Yeah, I don't
all
think-
This is all freaking Crystal Palace B team hype. They won a game. They're
Yeah.
still gonna go in the next week, and then they're gonna be garbage. Is that what you
Yeah.
think?
I think 100%.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
rate.
You don't-
I don't rate them. I don't rate the manager. I don't rate the players. I think the players are not playing for the badge. The players are just there for cash. No one get listen.
Amrabat
Man
came out
United-
and said, if the manager
And-
wanted
and
me to
if
play
you-
goalkeeper, I'll play goalkeeper. And you're saying
Sancho left them when they need. Pogba left them when they need. Every player leaves them. They come there. Okay, good cash name that's gonna be make you this superstar. Amrabat will have this name now. Now everyone's gonna talk about Amrabat for a long time, yeah, because Amrabat played for United. But I promise you this: let Amrabat play 2 games wrong. We've seen what happened to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes bagged 20 goals for these guys. They threw them under the bus. Yeah, this fan base are not loyal. These guys are plastics. Watch Amrabat.
so. We
I
went from
promise you,
Amrabat not
end
being
of the
good to no
season,
one wanting him to
Amrabat-
no one plays for the badge to we're gonna throw everyone under the bus.
Also, you don't think they look better
Wallahi-
without Bruno and
Wallahi, it
Rashford?
smells. The
Apparently,
agenda
better
is
than
so
Bruno
bad
and
right now.
Rashford, the 2 best players.
Wallahi,
two
the
best
agenda
players, Rashford
smells
and
right
Bruno.
now.
Fact. Take Bruno and Rashford from Man United. They're garbage. Fact. It's a fact. They're finishing 6, 7, 8.
So wait, Hamza. So when they took Bruno and Rashford out of the team, why did they elevate? Why did they become better?
This is
They
Crystal
became.
Palace
They
second
looked.
team.
No, one sec, Hamza. One sec, because I had to sit here listen to you waffle for like 10 minutes, a waste of my time that I'm never gonna get back. Why do you think
Go
that
on, Saad.
they elevated when Rashford and Bruno Fernandes? The
He has
reason
no
why
answer.
Bruno Fernandes was taken out of that team, and the reason why the fans are turning on Bruno Fernandes slowly by slowly, and more Man United fans are turning, is because in big games he disappears. When it comes to playing and he has to put in a performance, he disappears. And then all of a sudden, when you are about to lose hope with this guy, he'll do 1 goal or 1 assist. And you're thinking, oh no, he's done a goal or assist now, so we have to give him more time now. But there's certain players in this world that will do that. They will drop stinkers, and when you're just about to lose hope with them, they give you the reward.
Bukayo
They give you
Saka.
a bit of the reward. What are you talking about, Hamza? As soon
Okay.
as Amrabat
Okay.
came into that team,
Okay.
he changed it. As soon as Amrabat came into that team,
Look
Mason
at
Mount.
this guy doing Morocco
Hey,
drop.
1 second. The
Bro, what are we
shamelessness.
doing here, man?
Yeah.
Leave al-Maghrib.
1 second.
That shit is
Sam,
crazy.
read the world. Raksaki. Yeah. Rob Holding. Chris Richards. Yeah. This is the Mateta. These are the guys who are starting for Palace.
Livramento,
And he's
Lascelles,
and
Dummett,
he's come here.
Target,
Listen,
Miley
Richards.
Cyrus.
You've never heard of Richards, have you? Have you ever heard of Richards that plays centre back for? I know.
Have you
'cause
ever heard of Miley Cyrus besides
Yes,
away
I
from
mean,
Disney
like
Channel?
ourselves, like ourselves. Myris, yeah, he's one of their players that plays. I've seen him coming on the bench, but it doesn't matter. They're substituting it. But the fact is, the way they're raving about Amrabat, I'm gonna hold you to this, yeah, because I will remember what you said about Amrabat. I expect you to finish top 3. If Amrabat is that special, Sam, yeah, don't talk with chest as if this guy is so special. But I know for a fact you'll probably be ending 5th this year. I put my money there. Liverpool finish ahead of you, Arsenal finish ahead of you, Man City finish ahead of you. Yeah, and probably Tottenham will finish ahead of you. How much
Well, I
do you want
said
to
he played a good game. What does that have to do with the league and all that stuff? I don't know why you're so triggered.
We'll see
is
about
that-
this Amrabat that you keep
You
raving
talk
about.
about the game like it's nothing, but
damage.
you seem so triggered that we won a game. It's actually insane. I'm just talking about what he did in the game. I said he looked well. He played 61 minutes. He had 97% success rate with his passing. And then you're just getting upset. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not talking about the league. I'm not talking about the top 4. I'm not talking about anything. You know, I'm just saying what he did yesterday. So everyone in the chat can hold that. You know, you can hold that, Hamza.
So, Staffy, let me ask you a question. Amrabat plays, yeah, and Bruno goes on the. You don't want Bruno to start for Man United, do you?
No, I didn't say that.
No, do you want Bruno to start or Rashford?
I want them to start, but I want them to play the way we played yesterday. Don't disturb the team the way they played yesterday.
You want them because I don't believe you finished.
Well, we're not going to sell them in September. I have doubts about them moving forward in the future, but not as of next game.
I promise you, without Bruno, Man United is not a big. I'm telling you now, Bruno carries you. You should be great. He misplaces passes. He's just playing for Man United.
So didn't you used to call him a selfish player? You used to say he's a selfish player, but now you're saying.
But he will improve if he plays. Listen, I wanted him at City. Go to my tweet. Sporting Lisbon is playing at Sporting. I wanted Bruno. Bruno I rate. Rashford I rate. Those are the 2 players I rate at Man United. But those are the 2 players that takes them. And it's the same thing that you did to Pogba. You don't rate those players. Be grateful for what you have. You're raving Amrabat. He's just played 1 game. Nothing special.
Yeah, and I talked about the game. I didn't say anything else. I didn't come in and say, oh my God, he's better than Rodri. He's better than Rice. Well, he is better than Rice. But I didn't say he's better than this. He's better than that. Sad, don't say a word. You're going to pick Rice over your countryman? Wallahi tibqa khayin. You cannot say a word. Sit there and just don't say anything.
I think keep that in mind for future conversations about certain right winger. Just saying.
Right winger? Oh, about
who picked Diaby over Salah?
to do with Amrabat and
Why
Rice?
your head top?
What does that have to do with that? That's a different combo. And that was based on the 4 games. Who else? Yeah, you think in my right mind I would sit there and like, yeah, Diaby's a better player than Salah. Who the fuck says that? I didn't say that.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was just for those couple games that we were talking about.
Listen, I don't
send a
want
false
to keep
message
offering now for the next 15 minutes because we do have predictions to get into. So before we tell Hamza thank you and we start with the predictions, let me just read the super chats because some of them are addressing him. Champions League heritage mentality, huh? Hamza says EPL 2023. I can't lie, Hamza. You've let down so many people in the chat. You know
why? By not winning Carabao Cup.
No, you're just. And then the thing, Hamza ran from his cooking. This guy went on a space instead of coming here.
I swear, oh my God.
I don't know if I should read the next super chat, but I will read it just out of respect for the guy who paid. Mo's an alpha, doesn't get triggered, unlike Beta, Staffy, Hamza hiding. If Arsenal lose to City twice in the league, we are going to have beef, Saad. First of all, Staffy, I can confirm is not a beta. I can confirm Mo is an alpha, though. I think we're all alpha males here, except Saad.
Stuff is a big god. We're just banter and jokes. People take
but when it comes to
for some reason
having beef with Saad, I'll tell you right now, no one on God's green earth will be more disrespectful to Arsenal than me if they do not beat City without Rodri, without KDB. I will shit on that football club like never before. And I'm being dead serious right now. 100%. Hamza, right now, in front of 700 people, if you were going to Anfield without Rodri and KDB, what will you say?
I'm losing that.
See how simple? Direct. Khalas. if he goes to the Emirates and he doesn't win, and he wins in your own backyard, no Rodri, no
Bro,
KDB.
even if I drop some, I need credit.
والله العظيم you deserve to get cooked. أقسم بالله you deserve to get cooked. والله العظيم. Big up to you, David. Big up to Arsenal, who says, I don't know what game Saad's watching. First half was comfy, second half was defending. That's what Mo was saying. It was their first half we rotated heavy and I couldn't care about that cop, to be honest. No, but Arsenal till I die, you have to.
Everyone doesn't care until they lose, bro. I mean, Arsenal.
Yes.
Saad always comes with the positives about his team. Like Saad is
Always.
never gonna
Never
sit here
negatives.
and take it. You know what I mean? He's not that guy.
He's auditioning for
He's
AFTV.
not. Saad is a
Auditioning for
guy
AFTV.
that will stand up for, and I respect it, bro. I
I
love
don't
it.
even know if Saad can hear us, but he can hold that respectfully.
You're
I
on
can
mute.
hear you. I can hear you.
Though. Can't hear you though. Fraud. You know, I'll be honest with you, Staffy. There's a middle ground. I always say, this cup doesn't matter and matters at the same time. Same with the FA Cup, and I'll tell you why. Honest answer, okay? No agendas. If it's quarter-final, semi-final, final, you'd be upset. If it's round 3, you won't sit up here and cry. No, let's be honest. Wallahi, that's the honest answer.
Because the Carabao Cup is the least important trophy, probably in the top 5 leagues. Like
After the
nobody-
Community Shield, 100%.
which is not a trophy. It's a friendly, glorified friendly game.
I like the community shield.
CFC Pirate says, Mo, I didn't watch this and that. Guys, get him an English team so he can watch things. Wallahi, he should be on loan to Liverpool because of Salah. But خلاص, you know what?
I didn't watch this and that. I'm not playing a video. It's a picture. This is how I watch football, just to let you know. This is how I watch football. So just I
That
watch
looks
the
like
game.
this guy's, you know, the security booth.
Nah, bro. Nah, Stuffy, bro. This guy's the VAR assistant, bro. Like, the VAR is-
How do you watch
I
that?
did the VR check in Mo's room.
How
That's
do-
what I
no
did.
wonder Mo gets analysis wrong. He's watching at that detail. How do you watch it, man? Be honest.
Yeah, you take notes.
you
You
don't
can
watch
hear
the
all
whole
the most important thing is that you focus on one game or 2 games, and you can hear the commentary, and you know that something is about to happen. And I've been doing this for a couple of years or 3 years now, so
Well, that's a surveillance room, bro.
it's
I'll be
like,
honest with you.
if I show you my notes, you will understand that I take notes about every single game of these together. My notes.
Come on, man. No chance.
I'll be honest with you. Look,
I am not gonna show
Mo is
you.
definitely one of those guys who's very knowledgeable on the game
Was
in general,
funny,
100%. Big up to Anthony, says someone stole Hamza's City shirt. I don't know why he's representing Netherlands today. You know, the orange juice t-shirt. We all know it. Big up to Sakshay, who says, big up to you, Hussam. Your mailbox rant is legendary. I can't lie to you. In the words of Mu'min,
an
everyone thought it
example
was legendary except
What's
City
that?
fans.
This
What's
is just
this?
examples of how I take notes of
Bro,
games
look,
together.
he's got notes. All I saw was Man City versus Newcastle and hella
That
bullet
was
points.
like a note from old note that I wrote like back in the
I'm not gonna lie, that's a smart way to do it. When you talk about all these games, you gotta remember.
yeah, because that's why I don't waffle. I don't come here and just waffle.
I mean, sometimes you're more waffle.
Of
but-
course, everybody does. Like sometimes just come like you talk out your ass. So just sometimes.
Big up to you, Sakshay. Listen,
I've
everyone
touched
thought
that
that
the
was
most, though.
funny except City fans, but they can hold that. So if Arsenal have players out too, they must win City. Oh, here we go.
Context. Context.
listen.
It's Saka, Rice. Context. I'm not buying this agenda from people. If Arsenal don't have Trossard, Martinelli, Saka, and Odegaard, you're not gonna tell me in any word that they are favorites to win against City.
It's
It's
crazy,
Emirates on the moon,
Crazy.
and like it's crazy,
Okay,
bro.
I agree. Okay, ثواني. Let me and you be realistic, everyone here. Who are City's top 3 players right now? Be honest. Start of the season, if you had to name 3 best players for City, go on.
KDB, Haaland,
No,
and Rodri.
no, KDB, Mustafa, for a reason,
not
and I'm gonna
KDB,
explain
he hasn't
because they won.
No, he
the
asked me
first
who's their best 3
Okay,
players.
yeah,
in general.
but that's
Rodri
KDB is the wrong
and
answer.
KDB.
KDB is the wrong answer for a very objective reason. They
He's not
won
top 3?
6 games without him, so that means
No
he's not the
way.
main.
Oh, no, that's
Wait,
not
wait,
my
but that doesn't mean. But
That's not
no,
my
that
question.
does-
No, Mustafi, that's not my question to begin with. I said right now, imagine this video happened at the start of the season. Injury hasn't happened yet. Top
that's
3
what-
players, who would you say? KDB, Rodri, Haaland, صح? No need to be edgy.
Yeah,
These are
Stones.
Yes,
okay.
in no order. In
no order, yani. Now, if you're telling me Saka's out, Saliba's out, and I don't know, Rice is out, for example, I'll tell you, okay, no
Odegaard.
problem.
I'm
But who's out?
backing them.
Who's out for Arsenal? Timber? Who?
no, Martinelli, Martinelli, Trossard,
Martinelli,
Saka,
Trossard,
Joke, man.
Rice.
Trossard, man.
Rice.
Saka, no, it is Timber,
Brighton, man.
Timber, hold on, Timber, Thomas Partey,
Ajax.
yeah, Declan Rice,
Who's Timber?
Saka, Trossard,
No,
Who's
Timber,
and
yeah, Timber.
bro, Timber's the guy that locked down
Who's- no,
Kai
listen,
Walker.
Sam,
Kai Walker in the
Sam,
in the
Sam,
Community Shield. He
Maguire-
locked him down.
No
He
triggers
didn't even
of
get
Maguire
not
has
one.
been done.
No,
He didn't
not-
even
I
get
agree.
not
Triggers.
one cross. Not one cross did he get through. Kai
Maguire
Walker was
has
like, I
had
don't know what to
good
do.
games.
Bro,
Maguire
give it a
has had
rest,
one
man.
or good games.
Give it
They
a
already
rest.
mentioned the guy plays okay against one game.
You wish you had
He's
Timber.
already
You
top
wish
four.
you had Timber. Well, hey, Pep would dream of having Timber.
Okay,
Playing multiple positions.
Okay, so now
Wicked.
is this
Wicked.
confirmed? What you're saying and what Saad's saying
This
for
is
the
what Mo
game?
is saying, though.
No,
Mo
it's
is
not
saying
confirmed.
if these
It's
guys
not.
are
It's not.
out,
Oh,
not
hello.
all of them will
It's
be
not.
out.
It's not.
Okay,
But if
صلوا
they
على
are
النبي,
all
there's a
out-
point I'm getting to بس أنا
So
آسف
yeah,
Safi,
it's
والله.
not.
بس
I am
والله
just
there's a
saying
point I'm getting to.
context.
Just chill because there's a point. If they are out for the City game, okay. But the
Okay,
City
yeah.
game is 2 weeks from now. Rice won't be there. He will be there. Saka, according to reports, Saka will be there. I think Martinelli as well might be back for that game.
They're
And I
saying
don't know
they
about.
could be back.
Okay, so that my
Yeah.
argument is over. I was going off the report that I read this morning. That's
Okay,
it.
حلو, no problem.
Yeah.
So now we will see headed into that game. If Arsenal have made 5-6 changes, عيني وراسي. But don't tell me because of one or two players خلاص.
No,
it's
of course
Trossard.
not.
I
Of
did
course
Trossard.
not. We're
Wallahi,
not. We're
this is
not
Trossard.
that deluded.
big
والله
up to
this is
JJ.
Trossard.
Big up to JJ Ashu says كفو إلا أرسنال يا سحس. اسمع إلا أرسنال عيني وراسي بس مش تخسر ضدهم ملعب الإمارات وهو فيش لا KDB ولا رودري. أنت خلي اللي استحوا من الرجالة ماتت في الحار.
But he said حنمسح
But,
بسيط البلاط. He already said he's gonna win.
I actually disagree. Even if Rodri is out and they get John Stones back,
No,
and
but
they
we
have
don't
Ho-
have a. Oh, he's our key player. Rodri is
Yeah,
the
okay.
main.
Rodri
general.
is
This super
Tab,
chat,
you
by the way.
you can tell this. Hamza, sorry. You can say the same about Arsenal. They had Partey out and they had to change Rice to be this number 6 guy. It's this.
No,
I can go with
no,
the same
no.
thing, Hamza.
This is the one thing I said. They got Jorginho in the same position. They got
See
Partey.
the difference. You have Kovacic, you have
Right.
Matthias Nunez.
Three
Yeah, no,
DMs.
Hamza.
They
No,
got 3
Hamza.
DMs. I have 0.
Hamza,
Did
no.
you just bring up Jorginho?
Yes,
Hamza,
he's a
this is
DM. Give me
This is
Jorginho.
shameless,
let me give him DM.
Hamza.
Broski, what are you doing, man?
Okay,
Oh
anyway,
my
let's not do
God.
this because I want to do predictions. Big up to David who says Hamza is a fraud like Eric Ten Hag. Go to a space, akhi. And speaking of, this is the moment where we say thank you to Hamza for joining us. We're gonna carry on the show with the predictions, so you know we still have a lot coming up. Don't worry, you guys. Big up to you, Hamza. Thank you so much for joining us. Before you go, let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me in Hamza Talk Ball. And now I'm going to a space again to roast Chelsea fans.
Hamza, say salam
I've
alaikum
always,
before you
I've,
go.
al-
So
I
they
will
can-
always find listen. I will always find victims every day. One day is United fan, one time is Arsenal. Today is my day, but listen, I'll find a victim.
Hamza, can you say salam alaikum before you go so you can confirm that you speak
Alaikum
Arabic?
salam. Alaikum
There it
guys,
is. He
man.
spoke Arabic. The VAR check was correct.
Salama. Bye.
Big up, Mo. Big up, everyone. Big up, Saad,
Big up,
everyone.
Peace,
up,
peace,
broski.
peace.
Big up, man. So before we get to the predictions, there are almost 700 people watching us right now. Do slap that like button. Do subscribe to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. Everyone right now, please like, subscribe. And unfortunately, because due to a technicality, the results are not available for this week. So inshallah, we will combine them.
Give me 2 minutes. I'll
Next 2
be back.
weeks.
Sorry. I'll be back.
Okay, no
2
problem.
minutes.
We will
2 minutes.
combine them inshallah for the next 2 weeks together. So don't worry, I got you guys. We're gonna put the score line and everything, but we cannot do it for this week. So I apologize once again in advance.
Can you make
So anyway,
a
we're
poll
gonna-
for the people? Because I've been telling you to post it, and you're saying that people wouldn't like it like that. Can you just ask them in a poll? Would you guys like to see the results on Twitter? Because I think they would say no.
الاسم الرابع
Yes.
تغير.
ملوش علاقة
الاسم
بالموضوع.
الرابع تغير على الجرافيك ديزاين فعشان هيك خلينا الديزاينر يعمل ديزاين جديد. So anyway,
ملوش علاقة بالموضوع. Anyways, you could still say
because I actually forgot to tell him to change the name. Anyway, so
he's gonna cheat the score, guys. That's the technical difficulty.
No, wallahi, I won't. You all have the picture. I'll never cheat the score. Never. If I wanted to cheat the score, I'd be top of the league, not in second or third.
No, you'll cheat later.
Okay, خلاص, I will cheat. So anyway, let's talk about the preview. There's only one game to preview, I'll be honest with you. The rest is just predictions. So yeah, like and subscribe, Habibis. So Mr. Saad, since you drew against them, I want to start with you. The Liverpool Spurs game. What are you saying?
3-1.
يا زلمة
3-1.
don't. أنا بحكي لك, that's the only game we're gonna preview يا أخي. What's this guy يا أخي? يا
Talk about
خسارة
the
سامح,
game,
this
he's
is
saying.
the only game we're gonna preview. يعني tell me why, explain, talk about the game. طوالي 3-1.
3-1.
Okay.
3-1. خلاص, shall we end the
Okay.
stream?
No, okay. I'll give you exactly why. I'll give you exactly why.
CDM you
Because
said.
when huh?
CDM you حبيبي. Tell her I'm busy on a stream with my brother. Tell her.
Yeah, check. Listen, I'll tell you right now, yeah. Listen, we
Wallah,
played
we're
a
the-
shit game against them. We played a shit game against them, yeah. We did not play to our full level. I'm telling you now, Liverpool will not make that same mistake. Yeah, they got people that are firing right now.
A lie?
Their team is firing right now. And although they came to us and we had players missing, I'm not gonna fully blame that because we should still be able to play at a certain level. But Liverpool, bro, from Salah coming up against a dodgy guy, he's gonna get taught a valuable lesson. Because yes, Saka, he had a good game, but bro, there's a difference between coming up against Saka and coming up against Salah. Salah's crazy. We saw what he did with Martinez. Yeah, he still hasn't recovered from that. He's still trying to find levels again. Listen, Darwin Nunez, I just have a feeling he's gonna score. Just the form that he's been in recently, he looks a bit more confident this season. And let's face it, this is year 2 of Darwin Nunez. So although Tottenham might try keep possession and that, I'm telling you right now, Liverpool can easily work off the counter-attack and they can hurt you on the counter-attack. They did it against me. I kept all the possession at home last season. At home, I kept all the possession. They still managed to hurt me. They still managed to get you on that counter-attack. And Diego Jota all of a sudden comes out of nowhere. It's 1-0. Out of nowhere. Diego Jota just comes out of nowhere. I don't even see the guy until he's in front of the goal. So what you have to understand is Liverpool are gonna do something against Tottenham. It's not gonna be the same game because we let ourselves down, we let the fans down with that performance against them because we should have been 4-1 up. But we
I don't
didn't
think you
finish our
let yourself
chances.
down. I think they forced the way that they played upon you, and you had no answer. So that's completely awful. And I understand that they're your rivals.
It's
Listen,
not. There was not a good performance, bro. You should not be.
Wallah.
You should not give away possession at home. Yeah. So Chelsea.
Yeah, you couldn't do it. That's what
Chelsea,
staff is telling you, Sad.
Liverpool
Sad.
are gonna
That's what staff is telling you, Sad.
But
It
Yahi,
wasn't
one
up
second.
to you, yeah, Sad. It wasn't up to you.
Are we
You-
talking about me or Liverpool? Yeah.
When we're talking about
we're
Arsenal
gonna
now,
we're gonna talk
talking
about
Arsenal.
we will
now.
talk about Liverpool, but the way you was ending your monologue by saying we shouldn't. Listen, if I'm stronger than you, then I can outmuscle you. It doesn't mean that you didn't do your part. You did what you could, and you just couldn't because I'm stronger than you. That's what Spurs did. You couldn't play your game because
Bissouma
they
was
were
better
able
than
to.
all your midfield. James
100%.
Maddison was better than your midfield.
Their
Sarr was
midfield beat
physically
yours.
stronger than your midfield. That's
If
the reality.
Listen, if we're
Which
comparing
is not
Bissouma-
against
if
your
we're
team, it's just reality,
Mo,
Sad.
if we're comparing Bissouma to Jorginho, it's night and day, brother. It's
Well,
night
I don't
and
know.
day.
You compare Bissouma to Declan Rice, it's night and day.
No.
This
no,
game
no,
proved
yeah.
it.
In the first half,
Yeah,
Declan Rice was not getting outplayed.
He wasn't
If you
even in the
think-
game,
if
bro. He
you
didn't even
think
show
he
up
was
out of
not-
the bus.
If you think
yeah.
Declan Rice is a better
Here we go.
footballer than Yves Bissouma, you either
No,
need
Based on
glasses
this game,
or
I'm
you
not
just
going to
need to be
judge him overall. Declan Rice might
He-
be fantastic.
he's
Based
not better
on
than
this
him.
game, Bissouma way more confident, asking for the ball every time, showing everywhere on the pitch, putting in tackles, okay, and asking for ball and running the tempo of the game. I keep repeating that. Declan Rice should have run the tempo of the game based on the hype and everyone that we and everything that we saw in the first 5 games. In this game, the one who ran the tempo of the game was Bissouma. He decided when the game is going to go quick and when is the game going to go slow. And Martin Odegaard did not decide anything in the game. And Madison is the one who decided where the ball is going to go. That's the reality.
Martin Odegaard had an average performance. And
And Declan Rice had an okay performance for his level.
Performance
Let's just put it this way.
is bad because they set such a high standard that when they have an average performance, it looks like it's bad. Anyway, I want to just go back to
Liverpool then.
Liverpool reverted over to Arsenal for some weird reason. You guys started attacking
Because you
FIFA.
threw a dig at the end, and I just had to remind you.
You
So-
threw
Just to
something,
remind-
yes.
It's
But anyway,
okay.
go back
لو
to
ناس
Liverpool.
تذكرك.
It's okay. Anyway, he's cussing out Rice when he scored against him in the game.
I
they
didn't
played
cuss
against
out
Man
Rice. I
United.
just
Anyway,
said Basuma's
anyway,
been better.
it's
I
okay.
faced both of
Anyway,
them.
خلاص,
I faced
خلاص,
both of them. I
خلاص.
faced both of them. And I faced Arsenal, I faced Spurs. I lost both.
Okay.
In one game, I came out calling a midfielder world class, and it wasn't with Rice. I said Rice was man of the match.
Okay.
He was better than
Okay.
better than
Wow.
everyone. But
Wow.
Basuma is world class. This guy's not.
He's not world class. Okay. Fair.
No, he's
Okay.
not world class. at all.
Anyway, like I said, yeah, Liverpool. I feel like they're gonna hit them, even if they keep the ball. I think Liverpool will give them the ball. They'll let them have the ball, and they'll hit them on the counter attack, and they'll be
I don't think they
dangerous.
could take it even if they wanted to. Let me start talking because you don't like Spurs, so I expect you to say this. But listen, Liverpool won't keep the ball. Liverpool can't keep the ball. It's not an option. If it's not an option, you can't say, I let you do it, because it's not an option. Okay? It's only if it's 50-50 that you can tell me I will allow you or not. They couldn't even keep the ball against Chelsea. So they're not going to keep the ball against Spurs. Spurs midfield is way more dominant than that Liverpool midfield. And that's no disrespect to Sabas, because Sabas is a good player. But as a midfield whole, the Spurs' midfield, especially the way that they play, they're absolutely going to have every bit of the ball. That's not why they might. Actually, let me take that back. This might be why they win or lose the game, because they will have the ball, but that's not Liverpool's biggest threat. No one is going into this game expecting that Liverpool midfield to dominate the midfield game. They are expecting to feast on the mistakes that Spurs' defense might make. Because when they build from the back, they're prone to mistakes. We've seen it against United. We've seen it against Arsenal. You guys didn't really capitalize. We didn't capitalize either. So they do allow you to get chances. Here is the worry. The worry is that Liverpool's front line is more clinical than arguably any other front line in the league. When you have Salah playing, when you have, I think Jota starts, when you have Diaz, especially Salah, these guys are way more efficient than most front lines. That one chance that Gabriel Jesus that had when he got it off Madison, if it's Salah, he's scoring that. That one mistake that that fell to Nketiah, if that falls to Salah, he's scoring that. That is the issue. The issue is Spurs might have a very good game where they have 60% possession of the ball, and they still might not win. So it's going to come down to me is if they are efficient with their chances, because they're not as efficient as Liverpool, and if they cannot make as many mistakes, because Liverpool will press, they will play high intensity, they will win the ball a lot of times. If they got allowed the chances that they had against us, as an example, that game where they beat us in the first half, that first half, we should have had a couple goals, but we didn't. Is Liverpool going to have the same chances and not score? I highly doubt it. So to me, it's going to come down to that. Keep the ball, but score your chances and don't make mistakes. It's pretty simple when it's said, but we're going to see what happens.
Moment, finally.
Crazy.
So this is preview only. Don't give me prediction. Prediction راح ندخل فيهم كلهم مرة واحدة. لأنه this is the only game that needs a preview. The rest of the games, I'll be so honest with you.
Yeah.
Also, you know, the Premier League scheduling. You know, I went because us as content creators, everyone here knows. You know, sometimes you want to watch do extra game, do extra watch along. You know what the game is on Sunday this week? Has anyone checked?
Yeah, I checked. One game on Sunday this week.
Yes. You know who?
I know. It's Brentford and Forest.
Brentford.
What is up? What's up with these guys? What's wrong
This
with
Sunday,
them?
no one's watching football, basically. Alhamdulillah.
Bro, whoever done this schedule for the games, wallah, they were on drugs. They're on drugs, and then they started taking the fixtures and putting them together. What is this? Sunday's known for a big game on Sunday. And what time are you guys playing against Spurs? On Saturday?
5:30 UK.
Sunday.
Khalas, at least, alhamdulillah, at least they done that game in the evening. These guys are shit, man. Wallahi, done.
Yeah, but I don't know why they
schedule,
have
man.
Arsenal at 3 o'clock away at Bournemouth and Man United against Palace at 3 o'clock and City away at Wolves at 3 o'clock. It's bullshit. Like, I wanted to watch all these games. Like, why do I have to watch them together? Anyway, long story short, this game is only gonna come down to just a couple of battles, in my opinion, which Arsenal failed miserably in. It's the wingers battle. And I expected more from Arsenal, but again, I trust Liverpool's wingers more. Mo Salah and Luis Diaz technically are better in terms of going one-on-one. I expected better from Saka in the last game to go 1-on-1 against Udogi, because this guy Ange Postecoglou leaves the fullbacks, trusts them to do the job 1-on-1 against a winger. So for me, it's gonna come down to that. And
I don't like how you do that, Mo. No, I don't like how you do that. Because the left winger, no.
Debunk me.
Sam,
Debunk me. Yeah,
Sam,
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, because
Go
he
ahead.
talks about this, yeah? Bro, you're talking about left winger, Luis Diaz better than this. Bro, do you realize that we're playing,
Oh, yeah.
what's his name, left
I
wing,
know.
bro?
So that's one of the
Jesus.
things.
Gabriel
I
Jesus
said,
didn't even play
yeah,
left
I
wing.
actually said that
Come
before.
on,
You
man.
didn't. Okay, I'd say that. I said if Trossard or Martinelli were there, they would have a lot of joy.
Saad
Because of Gabriel
2.0.
go.
Fikra moment. Me, you, and Staffy is the reason why Saad's like this now. You don't understand?
No, Saad. So hear me out.
He has come off the shell now.
I
Khalas.
was Hussam on the terrace, and I said Arteta fucked up. He should not have played Jesus on the left wing. Just play anybody on the left side. Nketiah was invisible. Should have had a red card. He had one chance from a mistake and didn't. And it was a tight angle anyway. And he had a shot on target. But that's it. So the wingers should have had more joy. The reason why I'm saying that is that Salah and Diaz, the wingers that played Saka and Jesus, aren't on the level of Diaz and Salah at the moment, in my opinion. So I think it's going to come down to the 1-on-1. For me, Darwin Nunez is a bozo about football. I wouldn't take him on my five-a-side team. This is it. He scores goals, runs behind the defense, but the guy doesn't have the basic ability of football, passing the ball, the weight of the pass. Like this is just my opinion, unless he changes that, which is the same as my opinion on Modric. He can score all the goals in the world, but for me, I'm not convinced he's a football player yet. But he's gonna run behind Romero. He's gonna try to run behind Van de Ven, but I don't think this is the case. I think it's gonna be Mo Salah and Luis Diaz. This is my preview of the game. Is very simple. If Mo Salah and Luis Diaz win the individual battle, Liverpool win the game. That's
Thank
it.
you.
It's as simple as that.
I'll be
So
honest with
are
you.
we
I think
just-
people are going too much on the whole midfield thing. First of all, inshallah tomorrow 11:30, I'm gonna drop the bombshell. It's gonna be me and a secret level won't reveal until an hour before the video, going up against Henry Wright and Sean from Spurs Talk Show. So it's gonna be a nice little preview. 2v2, mano a mano and mano a mano. You get me? Dos mano versus Dos Mano. So we're going to preview it in depth, but I completely agree with Mu'min. So many people, I know what Staffy said, so many people talk about midfield. Let's just spoil it for everyone right now. If we were doing a combined 11, the midfield three is Bissouma, Szoboszlai, Madison. Khalas, no need to be edgy. That's the midfield
So
three.
by the way, do you admit that their midfield is better? Because when I said
Of
that,
course.
people see, I'm happy you said that. You know why? Because people said I am salty because I said that. You're a
No, you're
Liverpool fan, and even you know that. So it is what it is, bro.
Roski Staffy, I don't want to hear what you said, because today I witnessed you drop the biggest clanger on this channel I've ever seen on YouTube. You said to me that Bissouma is world class. What are you talking about?
I think Bissouma's world class.
We throw that word around too
I
casual.
never use it, and that's why it means something to
It's
me.
too casual, bro. It's too casual.
I never.
People just
Sad. How
use
many
that
times
word,
have you
bro.
ever heard me use that word?
Yeah, I know,
So I
but
love
using
how
it to
I just
Bissouma,
love-
Bissouma's crazy.
guy's
You're saying to
absolutely
me,
world
you said
class.
to me that Bissouma is world class, but Declan Rice is not. When Declan Rice does it for club and country.
He's
I'm
absolutely
gonna
world class.
do a show
Country.
one time about these names, world class, generational, go with like
crazy.
I'm gonna do a show so people understand what is a world class, what is generational, what like,
Exactly.
it's ridiculous.
Okay, listen, now the rest of the games are just going to be results. You know how we do it for the rest of the games, usually just 30-second previews each, so we don't take too long. So now already Saad has said it publicly, but just to confirm, again, what's your scoreline prediction, Habibi?
3-1. 3-1 to Liverpool, man.
Again,
3-1
might
to
get a goal.
Liverpool.
yeah, خلاص أبو shut it down بقى. Like,
It
give
will-
them
it
all
will
the
be-
score 3-1.
It will be Liverpool 3-1. I'm telling you. Madison will
Yeah.
get a goal. Salah will get 2, and Diaz, not Diaz. What's his name? Nunez will get 1.
Is
يلا يا
Trent back? Is Trent back?
Maybe.
Yes or no?
I don't know because he wasn't even on the bench today.
Okay.
So he
Okay.
might play a little bit. Gomez was rested, which gives me indication he'll probably start right back.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Staffy prediction, Habibi.
3-2 Spurs.
3-2 Spurs. Corrupt judge.
2-2.
2-2.
So you did that face, Mo, and you just predicted one goal less than me.
I'm joking.
I was like, when I did that, I was like, oh shit, Mo's gonna say like 1-1 now.
No,
It's
2-2.
2-2.
I think this will be a nominee for game of the season, if not the game of the season. I'm going 4-3 to Liverpool. I think this will be an extremely high scoring match where everyone just scores hella goals. So, 30-second preview plus predictions, Staffy. Your club welcomes Crystal Palace again at home. Would you change stuff? Would you keep it the same? Pelestri and Thingy again? Would you bring in Bruno
Well, we will
Rashford?
change it. Yeah, we will change it. I think he's gonna bring in Bruno. By the way, Anthony's back with the team, but I don't think he's gonna play. He just flew back to Manchester today because apparently the police in Brazil told him there's nothing else needed from him right now. So I think he'll be back soon. But for now, I think Bruno has to come back into this team, and I think he will play him on the right wing. I don't think he'll change the midfield as it is. There's nothing changing outside of maybe Lisandro Martinez being back from injury. I don't know if he'll rest him one more game. He's been resting him because he's been playing him injured from what I've heard. So he's just resting him for a week so far. So I'm not sure if he'll be back. But definitely Bruno will start for me. I think he'll start him on the right wing. That's the same formation he tried to play against Real Madrid in the preseason before Meno got injured, and he's never put all these midfielders together again. So I think now that he has Amrabat, he's going to go back to try that. I think Rashford comes in for Garnacho. Martial gets benched again, and Højlund comes in. That's pretty much it. I don't think there's going to be any more changes. He's going to keep everything else as it is, unless he brings on Martinez next to Varane again. I usually don't like playing the same team twice in a week because it's just I feel like it's always a bad move. Like last season we did that. We drew with Leeds and then we beat them 2-0. You know, every time you play the same team back to back, there's always one tricky draw in it. But I will hope for the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we drew. It's just like I feel like that always happens. But I expect another comfortable win, and I will say 2-0 United.
2-0 to Manchester United. Judge Mo.
2-0 to Man United. I think I think he's going to be an idiot and do the Bruno move, which is I think is absolutely stupid to do it. I think the play him on the right for Pelestri. I think you stop Pelestri, you put Hannibal on the bench, you play Bruno in the midfield, you invert Amrabat, you keep Mason Mount, and you play Rashford on the left. I think
he uses Hannibal for a lot of running, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I thought of what you thought. But here's the thing.
I think it's an idiotic move because playing Bruno on the right side changes the whole shape of the team because he's not a winger.
Which I agree with you. But the thing I thought about Mo, I know he wants to invert someone from the fullback position or the right wing
which
position.
Is going to be Amrabat.
But exactly. I'm thinking about it. Well, Amrabat will play left back again because nothing changes. We don't have any
Reguilon is still injured.
Soon. Yes.
Anyway.
So I'm thinking if Amrabat inverts, you don't need a right wing to invert. You don't invert two positions. You don't need 5 men.
What does that mean? I'm sorry.
So you have 3 men in the midfield. Amrabat inverts. That's the same formation again. You don't need Bruno inverting from the right wing, which is why I agree with you.
Yeah, but yeah. So you he's gonna ruin it. If he does this, he is gonna come inside and ruin the midfield.
And that's too many people in the midfield because now you lost the classic winger.
But the bold fraud is gonna do it. So, but I'm expecting at the end, Crystal Palace. For me, Crystal Palace are an atrocious team apart from Eze. This is it for me. The whole team, like Gay is good and everything. Tarek Mitchell is overrated. 2-0. I'm just not going to talk a lot about it, but I think it's 2-0.
I'm going to go third here. I'll be honest with you. Crystal Palace's performance, I know they were a much changed team, was absolutely pathetic. I think this will be a boring as fuck game. And I think it'll be... I'm going to give... You know what? I'm going to say 2-0 too. I can't lie to you. I just don't see Palace scoring, and I don't see United scoring 3 goals. Yeah. Sad.
I completely disagree with what you guys are saying in regards to that he should bring in or if Ten Hag brings in, for me, if I'm Ten Hag right now, I don't bring in not Bruno, not Rashford. They do not deserve to be in this team. You take them out of the team and you saw the morale of the team rise. You saw the team actually start to play a bit fluid. You saw the team become more attacking wise and become more stronger. So the fact that they played better without Bruno and Rashford, those guys should be benched. They should keep the team, and maybe one change they should make. I don't know if they can try and fit Martial in there with Højlund, then yes, because Højlund deserves to play. But I don't think they can fit him in. So Højlund will have to go instead of Martial. I think he's gonna bring back Rashford and Bruno Fernandes. It's gonna completely ruin how the team was playing. I think it's gonna be maybe a 1-1. It's gonna be a different game to what we saw in against Crystal Palace in the League Cup. Completely different game, because as soon as you bring those two players that don't run, that have a lack of energy, a lack of ability to fight for it, bro, you're bringing back the mediocrity back into the team. It doesn't make sense. I would never ever bring them back for this game, never, until they've ready and they prove themselves and they know. They tell me, bro, that's it. I'm gonna run for you. I'm gonna kill myself for this team, bro. They don't deserve. Bruno Fernandes and Rashford do not deserve to go back in that team.
Yeah, sad, but you do understand that the goal is to always get your best players playing together. So the manager, it doesn't matter what we think. It doesn't matter if you're Bruno FC or not, or if you're Rashford FC or not. He's trying to put the best players together to get accommodated to playing with each other, because moving forward, you're not going to go into Champions League games, as an example, and bench Bruno and Rashford. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to go to Liverpool and City and the best teams in the league and you don't play Bruno and Rashford. So the fact that you think they won't start, maybe that's your opinion, but the prediction that he won't start them, if that's what you predict, I think that you're so off.
No,
because he needs to bed him in. What you're saying, I agree with. But if you remember what I said earlier, because Hassan asked me, I said, no, I want them to come in. Or was it Hamza that asked me? One of them asked me. And I said, they need to come in, but they need to see, this is how we played football last game when they weren't there, with a few tweaks into the team. Now, when you come in for Garnacho and Bruno comes in, let's say he comes in for Hannibal or for Pellistri, you need to play your game, what you're good at, but you have to maintain the shape. You have to maintain the rhythm. You need to keep the ball like the same way it was going. The ball was on the floor. The ball was fluid. The ball was moving fast. We weren't giving up the ball a lot. They need to do what they're good at, but maintain what the team was doing. And that's the only way you become a good team. You can't just phase them out. It's not going to happen.
But Staffy, I was not saying what I was saying. I didn't say that he's or predict that he was not going to put them into the team. I believe he will put them into the team. I'm just saying, in my personal opinion, all I'm saying is I don't feel like they deserve or warrant a start in the next game. For me, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve to go back into that team, bro. They don't work for the ball. And people are saying that Bruno runs. Okay, but if you're running and not even running for the ball, bro, he just runs for no reason sometimes. He just runs.
He doesn't maintain the shape.
He just does a random press, and then puts himself out of. And he runs out of nowhere, does some random press, leaves wide space open behind him. Yes, walk through the midfield, and then completely dominate us every time, Bruno.
But that's what I'm saying. They need to come in and maintain the shape, maintain the same style of play.
Yes, exactly.
But they're gonna bring different strengths, because Bruno is a better player than Pellistri. Rashford is a better player than Garnacho. Bring what you guys are good at, but maintain the shape, maintain the same style of play that we're playing. Don't lose the ball too much. Press off the ball, stuff like that. So I agree with you, but they must start. They will start.
Yeah.
Okay. So next game is probably one of the games of the week, because the rest of the games are boring AF. Aston Villa versus Brighton. Villa host Brighton. I'm gonna start with this one because usually the guys are starting. I think this game, is probably gonna be one of the good games this week. But I back Brighton in this game. Aston Villa lost to Everton today. Absolutely embarrassing. I think it'll be a high scoring game as well. I'm gonna go 3-2 to Brighton. Saad.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be I'd say 3-1. I'm gonna go 3-1 to Brighton. I don't think Aston Villa are gonna score that many goals against Brighton, man. They're just, let's face it.
3-1 to Brighton, you said?
Yeah, 3-1 to Brighton.
Mu'min?
I'm gonna say 2-2.
Pearce.
That's what I think.
Staffy?
It's Aston Villa's home, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Villa are gonna win. I'm gonna go 2-1 Villa.
2-1 to who? Sorry,
Villa.
Sorry.
Fair enough. So, Staffy will keep the mic with you. Wolves host Manchester City.
Oh, get these guys out of here, bro. 3-0 City. They're not touching them, bro.
Fairs, Mu'min.
3-1 Man City.
3-1 Man City. Saad.
I'll say 2-0. The only reason why I say that is because they're going to be playing with Calvin Phillips in the middle, and this guy's a bozo, so he can't hold the ball, so they're going to lose it a few times. But I still think Wolves, you can give them 100 chances, they won't score one. They'll leave you with no goals after 100 chances, man.
I'm going to be the edgy guy this week. I'm going 1-1 in that game. The
Nice.
win streak ends.
Wallah, we can win.
I knew he was going to be edgy and say 1-1 or something like
Send
that.
the win
I like
streak
it. I
ends.
like it.
Helwa Musa, we can run away with the lead.
Fair enough. Mu'min, we start with you this time. Arsenal are away to Bournemouth. Or actually, sorry, wait 1 second. I don't want you to do this one. That one, let's Saad start it. Fulham are at home to Chelsea. Monday night, by the way.
I just see Staffy, the thing, keep crying, loser.
2-1.
Bro, it's just like, do you think I care, bro? This is the same guy that comes after me every week. You're here every week to complain about me. Like, you think I give a shit? Staffy's biased. Khalas, Habibi, you think I'm biased? I'm biased. I have enough people that love watching me and they say good stuff. You don't have
2-1 Fulham. These are my predictions.
Why did
You think
Saad
Chelsea's
say
gonna
Staffy
score?
biased towards who?
No. It wasn't sad. It was someone in the comments. I just read one comment. Someone's like, Staffy's so biased. I don't know what I said that I was biased. I said that Rashford.
It doesn't
and
matter
Bruno
about
need to
your
come back in.
bias. It doesn't matter about your bias.
All I said is Bruno
I
and
think
Rashford
you're-
must come back in and play according to the team. Stuff is biased. Khalas, Habibi, if you think that's a biased opinion, that's fine.
So wait, Mo, you think that Chelsea's going to
Yeah,
score?
Mo, what's your prediction to begin with, Mo?
I said
It's
2-1
2-1.
50 times.
Wallahi, that's
2-1 to who?
Fulham.
To Fulham. I said Fulham 2-1 50 times. Wallah.
If
You
I
get me,
remember
Fulham.
it, then he said it.
Fair
I
enough.
don't think Chelsea's going to score.
Chelsea hater number one, Saad.
Bro, it's going to be maybe 2-0 or maybe... Actually, no. Let me go with a safe one. I think it's going to be 1-0 to Fulham. And yeah, Chelsea can't score goals, man. Today was a glitch in the matrix.
Okay. I'm going to go third on this one. I'm going to say I have the same exact prediction as... Actually, I don't. 1-1. Staffy.
Where is it again? Is it in Chelsea or Fulham?
And Fulham.
Ooh, that Fulham are winning that one. You know what? I gotta stay consistent. Every Chelsea game, I go for 1-1 or 1-0 for someone. So I'm doing that again. 1-0 for Fulham.
1-0 Fulham. Fair
Like
enough.
Seth said, it's a glitch in the matrix. They don't score goals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Speaking of Saad, Bournemouth host Arsenal. Saad, give us 30-second preview and then the prediction.
We're missing Saka. We're missing Declan Rice. We're missing Trossard, Martinelli. So you're probably going to see the same team that played Brentford. If I'm really going to do an honest prediction,
Yeah.
I think we might scrape it 1-0. I'm worried because playing against Bournemouth this season, they've been dangerous. Realistically, they've been dangerous. They got a few dangerous players there that can hurt you. And I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm remembering when they came to the Emirates and then they scored against us in the first minute. You know what I mean? So I think it could be a 1-0 to Arsenal, which is what I'm going to put down because I'm never going to say my team's going to lose. But it could be a close game, man.
Judge Mo. Bournemouth at home to Arsenal.
1-1.
Ahwa. Staffy.
احنا مش قلنا ما فيش شتيمة على شو way to Bournemouth. You know
Yes.
what, Saad? You guys like sometimes, you know when you start snowball and you just
starts tumbling down, and the ball just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and more snow gets added to it. I just feel like that happens with Arsenal. You don't usually lose, but when you lose, there's just like a couple of them in a row. So I'm actually gonna go for a 1-1. I'm gonna risk it. I think you guys don't pick up a winner away from home this week. If Saka especially doesn't play, I'm gonna predict that Saka doesn't play. So 1-1.
I'll be honest with you. I hear where you guys are coming from. Bournemouth are fucking shit. I'm going 2-0 to Arsenal. Like, I just don't trust Bournemouth anymore. Anyway, I will start for this one. Newcastle at home to Burnley. Burnley are crap. They're probably going to get relegated. Newcastle are flying high right now. After the win to City, they will put the sword to Burnley. 3-0 to Newcastle. This one, Staffy second. Go on.
Newcastle. You said Newcastle away to Burnley or home?
No, at home to Burnley.
Yeah. They've been scoring goals. I mean, they haven't been scoring. They scored 8, but they've been getting clean sheets. Burnley, I've seen them firsthand. These guys can't score for shit. 2-0 Newcastle.
2-0 Newcastle. Judge?
Gonna go with 3-0. 3-0.
3-0. He's copying me again. Crazy.
You just copied me. I'm actually copying.
Sad.
I'm going with the
I'm
we
gonna
win together. We lose together. Go ahead, Sad.
I'm gonna go 2-0. 2-0. No, that's all good, bro. 2-0.
So you copying Staffy and Omen copying me.
Yeah.
Subhanallah. Anyway, we start with Staffy this time.
West Ham.
This is the Sunday game. Nottingham Forest are at home to Brentford.
Forest.
La ilaha illallah.
He said Forest are home to.
You know what? These are the games that usually dictate who finishes like last and first. These like the shit games.
Isn't that the only Sunday game as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they told me Staffy, leave your house on Sunday. That's basically what they said. They said no football for you today, unless I watch a different league. But what was the game again? Forest at home to who?
To Brentford.
Brentford. I'm not weak enough for that, but who gives a shit? Shit game, bro. 1-1.
1-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like Brentford, what? They just lose today? I don't know, man. I feel like Brentford just started the season well and they're slowing down now and they're not at home. I don't think they're such a good team away from home. So 1-1. You know what? 2-1 Forest. Fuck it. 2-1 Forest.
Fuck it. 2-1 Forest.
Yeah, they need to win somewhere. They need to.
I actually think this game is gonna end up 1-1 for me, to be honest.
Okay, so Moment says 1-1 and Staffy says 2-1 to Forest.
Yeah, 2-1. They're gonna win. They're good at home. I think Forest at home is usually a good game for them.
Sardinio.
I'll say 2-1 to Forest. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Why are you just
say
copying
2-1 to Forest? No, because bro, I was thinking of that score. I was thinking that. Wallah, I was thinking of that score. Wallah, I was thinking of that score before he said it.
Why wouldn't he, man? He knows. Copy the greats, you know. It's okay.
You're literally
shut your ass up. This guy, that's a copy the best.
You know what it is? I can't lie to you. I think
bro.
one of you guys is gonna get 3 points. I just don't know who, because it could easily be 1-1, and it fucking stinks of a 1-1. But I'm gonna go left field. I'm gonna go 2-1 to Brentford in this weekend. So I'll start this one. Everton at home to Luton. Fuck me.
I think this game should be cancelled.
I agree.
Everton and Luton.
Hassan is so
Everton,
bad
Luton,
right
listen,
now.
Everton beat Villa away. Luton are shit. 2-1 Everton. Sad.
I don't think it's gonna be 2-0 Everton, bro. They won't get a goal. Luton, man, they're too poor, man. They're too poor. Disgrace that they're in the league.
2-0 Everton for me.
So both of you same prediction. 2-0 Everton.
Did he say 2-0 Everton? Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So finally, Staffy.
1-0 Everton. I don't expect football to be played by these shitty teams. They're gonna score a goal and they're gonna be happy with it. 1-0.
1-0 to the Everton. And now, Staffy, you start now. Final one. West Ham at home to Sheffield. Actually, not Staffy. It's Mu'min who starts. West Ham at home to Sheffield.
2-0 West Ham.
2-0 to West Ham. Saad.
I'm going to say 2-1 to West Ham.
Everyone loves these boring ass score lines. Staffy.
4-1 West Ham.
There you go.
That's cute. I'm gonna go 2-2. I think.
So, bro, did you see how many predictions I had? 1-0, 2-1, 1-1, 1-0. Come on, there's gonna be a freaky game where it's gonna have a lot of goals, and this has to be the one.
Nah, Hassan's actually mad funny. Man said you said 4-1. Man said that's cute.
Yeah, I'm going 2-2. I'm going 2-2. And here I would take a picture of it right now and send you, so you don't say Hussam cheats. Hussam doesn't cheat.
Mo he notes it in his Excel sheet, so I trust Mo.
Let's hear. I put it on.
No,
my
I
Word
only note my results, bro. I don't give a fuck about your results, bro.
Oh yeah,
I'm only recording
Mu'min
my
said, don't
results, bro.
disrespect my legacy. That's what Mu'min said.
يا عم ايه الليجاسي اللي كل شويه disrespected ارحمني.
خلينا ننهي بالله عليك لانه قربنا على الساعتين. Big up to Edu says, is it Hamza talks bull or Hamza talks ball? It's Hamza talks ball, but he does talk quite a bit of bull. So yeah. Big up to that who says, hi Hussam, could I be the cave woman to your caveman? Hell no. I'm not trying to be with a hairy woman, I'll be honest with you. Big up to Mr. Mad Hatter. Yeah, I ain't trying to do none of that. Big up to Mr. Mad Hatter, what a name, who says, guys are talking like if Arsenal lost the game. If you do lose the game against City, though, we will talk. Big up to Sakshay, who says, London clubs never travel well to Liverpool. Sakshay, we're traveling to them, but we painted London and Liverpool red for every single fixture, like literally 2 years ago. Big up to JJ Ash, who says, Staffy, a simple question. What is one piece of evidence that Bissouma is world-class and Rice isn't? أقول لك pass that spliff, yo.
First of all, it's my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. I didn't ask JJ to agree with it. It's my opinion. And yes, the eye test for me proves it. And when you look at the statistics that belong to a DM, he has more dribbles than him, so he progresses the ball better. He has double the passes made into the opposition's half. When you look at Rice, I just watched Rice, and he's just passing the ball in his midfield a lot. There's a lot of stats that I use to quantify a DM and what he does.
What about interceptions?
He has a lot more interceptions than him. You want me to read them to you?
I need to look at these stats.
You want me to read them to you? Because he beats him in duels won, in passing percentage, passing in the opponent's half, dribbles completed per game. There's so many things that I'm looking at a DM and how he plays and how he progresses.
But he didn't. The thing about it, he didn't say that. The super chat from JJ is not about why is Bissouma better than Rice. It's like, why did you say Bissouma is world class?
Well, he does all these things, as I said, that's better than Rice. In my eye test, when I watch him do it, I think the guy's world class. I mean, there's no.
So, can you give me an example of a? I'm trying. I don't want to.
First of all, okay, so he
give me an example of a DM that is a world class for you from the history, so we know your threshold. It's like, where do you draw the line? Just one name.
Fabinho.
Right now, or just in general? Fabinho, he's not the same player.
اطلع بس من هنا تفضل
I said Fabinho بوظ الموضوع اكتر.
لا you just asked in previous pass. He said in previously who was a world class.
Yeah تفضل يا Fabinho. Previously world class. It was never a world.
No.
Yeah, I don't think Fabinho was ever world class.
Go ahead, Mustafa. We're not gonna go into this. Hussam, I want his example, not your example يا أخي. Let Mustafa answer.
So what is the question?
يلا تفضل.
Casemiro is world class, but I'm not talking about Casemiro, and he's not like Bissouma. That's a different type of player. If you want someone who's okay, Rodri is better than him.
I want to know your what's a world class that.
So Rodri is better than him. Okay, so Rodri's better than him, but Rodri's obviously world class.
Okay, so Rodri.
So Rodri is world class. I see him doing a lot of similar things to Rodri. The way he's so press resistant, the way he progresses the ball through dribbling and passing. And being, as I said, press resistant, I put all these things together with the eye test, with some of the stats that I read, and I think that's enough for me to say he's world class. Now, has he been world class? Of course he hasn't, because the guy wasn't playing last season because of the terrorist football that they were playing.
But that's based on the 6 games you're saying. So I get you.
I thought I'm not going to lie to you, and people won't believe me when I say this because I wasn't on YouTube at the time. I wanted him before we got Casemiro, and when he went to Spurs for 20 or 25 million, I was sick. because I really wanted him in that midfield. I thought he possesses a lot of defensive things that you need in a midfield, in a DM. Plus, the way he's on the ball, the way he dribbles, the way he protects the ball, the way he's not the way he can't be pressed, reminded me a lot of some of the skills that Pogba, as an example, brought. He was a hybrid between two, and that's the guy I wanted in my DM. I think if we had him, we would have played different football last season to this, because Bissouma walks in our team right now, by the way. This United.
So he explained it. JJ. Go ahead, Hosam. Thank you, stuff.
Big up to Tony Bloom, who says, I know Bissouma very well. He's not world class yet. Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's a
But
very
here's the
good
thing: if he has a
100%.
world-class season, because he does this consistently, you're gonna be like, Stuffy was right. 6 games is not a good sample size. I get you. But this is
During the
me.
international break, I'm gonna make a show. We're gonna make a show. We're gonna have you guys here, and we're gonna have one show where we actually do what is a world class and what is generational and what is GOAT and what is.
I think he will prove this season that he's world class. I'm just investing early in his stocks. That's all I'm doing. By the way, guys, I just want to throw this question out because I told Mo today and he didn't give me a response. If Mo had a show called Mo Agenda and he just talks about Premier League teams every day, there's a different topic, would you guys watch that? Because I told him if you had a show called Mo Agenda,
I actually responded to you, but
oh, did you? Well, I didn't see it then.
But it's fine. But I love it.
I told him if he does a show called Mo Agenda, everyone would watch it, where he just talks randomly about any Premier League team once a week or whatever, and people would watch it. I don't know. For me, if I see that, wallah, I would watch it. I want people in the chat to say yes or no.
Okay,
well, that'll be fun, bro. That'll be fun.
By the way, I would watch that myself.
That would be
one game
so
Sunday
fun,
because the NFL is in the UK. Yeah, but that's not a fucking
يا أخي
excuse.
every freaking weekend there is an excuse. The holiday, the Jewish holiday,
police.
the NFL. No, they ruined the last weekend. You guys remember? Like they ruined the last weekend as well.
Bro, Mo, my Sunday is sorted already. Yeah, you know what game I'm watching? Juventus versus Atalanta. Perfect. I watched the Serie A anyway. So I'm gonna watch Juventus.
Name 3 Atalanta players right now. I dare you.
Yeah, please relax, man. Let's go to the next thing, man.
You're a vile person.
Bro, no, I don't know why, bro. He tries to test people, like, bro. What the hell, man?
Sad. Look at these comments. You what? Yes. JJ. Oh, what? That's a different comment. Kingsman. Yes. Eddie. I love Uncle Mo, and I would follow him anywhere. Boston, absolutely. Where else? This of course. Eddie, yes. Zed Malik, yes, Habibi. See, that's what I'm saying.
بحط لك إياه على الشاشة عشان ألخص لك كل شيء. There's less than 10 world-class players in the league, in my opinion. I agree. World-class for me is Mo Salah, is KDB, is Rodri.
See, look at James Bond. James Bond, my biggest hater, is saying that show would be elite.
I wouldn't even include Diaz. Diaz is not even what's it called? Ruben Diaz. I'm talking about.
Ruben Diaz is not world class.
He's not world class to me, man.
Oh,
a world class to me, very high.
To me, is
very high.
And we'll have to finish. If I go into this, I'll never finish the show.
Leave it to the first episode of Mo Agenda.
I will never finish the show because I had a whole thing about this world-class generational shit.
Okay, we'll speak about
it.
So on the first episode of Mo Agenda, we will talk about this. How about that? And invite us over your channel.
Okay. So Staffy, where can people find you, brother?
See, people are saying it's a great idea. Mo, if you do that, I want some royalty from that show. I need 10% for the rest of your life.
Once I make money off that show, I'll give you 10%.
Just kidding, anyways. But big up for having me, bro. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Everyone who sat there and said Staffy's sensitive, you still come here and watch me. You enjoy me. So sensitive or not, I am always entertainment. I hope you guys like that intro because that VAR check gave us very good content today. We had the fraud professor come out here and say that he doesn't care for trophies. But the minute one of our teams drops out of a trophy, you know he's going to be on our necks. He's going to say that we have loser mentality. But it's just another day in Ahwa world that we live in. You can find me on Staffy TV. It's right here. That's Staffy_TV. Hosam, inshallah, will be on my channel on Saturday for a Spurs review with Yaqub. Actually, it's more of a generic review for the Premier League.
When am I there, sorry?
Did I say Friday or did I say Saturday?
You said Saturday, Friday, Habibi.
Oh, sorry, Friday, yeah. Wallah, لخبطت الدنيا. Friday, he will be on match. We can't review after the games end, so yes. He will be on my channel on Friday, inshallah, with Jacob and another guest to speak about the week. And I also have another show later in the day. Listen, for everyone who's asking, Staff, are you Bruno in, Bruno out? Are you Rashford in, Rashford out? I have a debate show coming up. Flawless is coming on my channel, inshallah. It's going to be on Friday as well. So I'm bringing 2 back-to-back heavyweight shows on that day. So just make sure you're watching Tastafi TV that day. And make sure you smash the like button on the way out. And hope you guys enjoyed the show. Big up.
Man, like Mu'min, where can people find you, Habibi?
You can follow us daily on Never a Foul Twice. And if you type on YouTube Judge Mo, it will come a football channel called Footy Judge Mo. I'm starting to do shows where they're going to be completely different content. So Footy Judge Mo, it's easy to find. It's the only channel on YouTube that is called Judge Mo. The only one that has Footy Judge Mo. This is it. Simple as that. I want to see the people subscribe as well.
Pearce. Brother Saad, ladies and gentlemen, is now a permanent member of Ahwa. Where can people find you, Amri?
Football corner right there.
Give energy عشان يجي يعمل
Yeah, I was gonna say no
My
one's gonna
bad,
subscribe if you don't give a shit.
I listen, man. Wallah, I'm tired. Hey, listen, football corner right here. Just finished the watch along today, man. We got the review coming in tomorrow for the Brentford game that we just played, and more watch alongs, more reviews, more topics. I got a daily a weekly show that I do on there called the Gooner Lounge. So for any Arsenal fans that want to talk about Arsenal and like talk about Arsenal, subscribe to the channel, man, because we're doing Arsenal content all week, every week. And subscribe to Hassam's channel, Staffy's channel, Judge Mo. Yeah,
I mean, subscribe to Mo's new channel, guys. Yeah,
And
make sure you
hit the
subscribe
like
to
as
Mo's
well.
channel.
100%.
Yes.
Make sure to go subscribe to all 3 guys, man. Absolutely elite content.
I'm
creators
16
like
subs away from 1,200, so if we can get 16 off this show, would be great. Mo, I know he
1,200 in the
started.
US is 1,200. So go get him to 1,200 subscribers right now.
And we need
No,
Mo
in the US, we actually say 1,200.
That's what
No,
I
I
said.
don't say 1,200. I say 1,200.
In the US, yeah, Mo. That's what I said it, Mo. But he said that's
In the UK, they say 1,200, 1,300, 1,400, 1,450. Yeah.
Sad, can you confirm that? Do you say
Sad, in the
1,200.
UK, when I went, they
we
say
say
1,200.
1,200. If I see
Look at
1,200,
this
I say
Jordanian
1,200.
fraud. This Jordanian fraud tried to act like they don't speak like that in the UK. See, Sad, we're on the same wavelength.
He will learn. He will go to.
Literally.
But I was just trying to say,
he's literally gonna learn soon. So just let him.
Literally.
I'm waiting for Hassam to spend 10 minutes in Liverpool, bro, and come back with a Scouse accent, bro. That'll be fun. Like,
You want some chicken, lads? I want some chicken. See you guys later, man. Tomorrow, inshallah. Peace out.